What is going on, guys? I hope everyone's doing good tonight. This is just a late stream. This was random tonight. This wasn't planned. This was nothing. I just felt like talking Eagles tonight, kind of kicking it. Obviously, everything is going to rev up by next weekend or this coming weekend. Just to give you guys an example of what's going to happen this weekend. So every weekend, so obviously Saturdays, we'll have the Philly Shakedown podcast. And then Friday I'm going to do a stream. Saturday, we'll have the Philly Shakedown podcast. Sunday, I'll be streaming the game, Eagles versus Falcons. Do a post-game by myself after the game, and then we're going to have another Philly Shakedown on Sunday night, late Sunday night. So we're going to be alternating channels back and forth, so just look out for that. And obviously for week 2, I'll be at the link. I'll be in Philadelphia for that game. Going to probably put some videos up, maybe maybe the Eagles coming out of the tunnel, or I'll have a few things up. Maybe do a stream at the game that day, at the link if the reception's not too bad. But just as a late night for all the diehard ShakeSquad Alliance, for all the diehards coming tonight. So much appreciate everybody. We'll just talk about anything really. It doesn't matter. It could be something that happened during camp. It could be the game. It could be anything you guys want. You guys just let me know. Want to give a shout out to Jadish Young, Trey, Anasio. What's going on, man? We have Jesse Davis. We got Rishi Liar. We got Marvin316. What's going on, bro? Comet Star. Who else? We got Mayor Slate. What's going on, man? Joey unblocked me off Twitter. All right, I will. We got Nest Out West in here. Super Bowl 52. We got Jay Koch, always in here. Justin Bennett, what's going on, bro? Mario Carbajal, what's going on, man? Hope everyone's doing well. Got Russell Webster, Don Beck. Just want to give a major shout out to everybody. Sonic 2.25, what's going on? We got Jesse Dominguez. Oh, Jesus Dominguez, sorry. Johnny Blaze, what's going on, bro? Hunter of Slayer, what's going on? Hey, appreciate it, bro. Want to just say hi? It's all good, man. It's all good. Got Castro in the building. What's going on, bro? Hope everyone's doing good. Jock Talk, what's going on? One Above All, what's going on, man? Ezekiel Major, what's going on? Chris Nace, Extreme Gaming Live, what's going on? Tynel Daughtry, what's going on? There's a lot of people coming in here now. Sub to the Egg. You guys are so loyal, man. I want to appreciate everybody that comes in to the streams. We got a super chat from the Nest Out West with Philly Foothills. What's going on? It says, we win in the trenches versus Atlanta. I think we have 4 sacks on D, and the offense will score 2 rushing touchdowns, too. I can't flip and wait. Bro, go Birds. No, definitely. I'm excited about it. I think, I think their defensive line is like the main objective of that game, especially like the Falcons' offensive line is not good. Matt Ryan gets swarmed. I'm hoping he gets swarmed in this game. We get a few sacks and get some turnovers in this game. That'd be fantastic. I saw your question about the wrenches. I don't know if you've been in here a while, but I took wrenches away from everybody. I just pretty much cleared it out. I had over 150 people blocked on this channel, and these are people that support this channel for a long time, and there were people messaging me thinking that I was blocking everybody. So I've been giving wrenches out very slowly. I've only given out like 4 wrenches. That's it. Like I had a lot more than that, but there's moderators out there that block other people. I don't like that. It's not fair. It's not good. You guys will have wrenches really soon. By the first game this Sunday, we're going to keep giving them out day by day, and we'll see what happens. So appreciate it, bro. Shane Roll says, you're the man, Joey. No, you're the man. You guys come in here, man. You guys support me. That's what counts. You know what I mean? Deshaun Dupree, what's going on? Reed223, what's going on? Sandy says, let's talk about favorite position. Go. Nah, I can't talk about that. Maybe on a member stream or something like that, we could do that. Extreme Gaming Live with the super chat says, let's go. All love Slim Reaper number 6, big season this year. Rookie of the year in my book. You know what? I hope so. I really do. And you know what? The only way Devontae Smith is going to work out is if Jalen Hurts works out. Your quarterback has to be on point. Very excited for Jalen Hurts and what he's going to do this season. And I hope that he works out. I hope that there's something there. So much appreciated to everybody that has supported this team and hasn't really given up. Because I understand I know it's new. I think it's the most exciting season the most exciting offseason I've ever been through. Just because you have a lot of young faces. It's a young, talented roster coming in, and there's a lot going on here. So, Extreme Gaming Live, appreciate it, bro. Much love, dude. Much love to everybody that's in here today. We got Joseph Hudson. What's going on? ShakeSquad up. Appreciate it, bro. Jock says 83 people in here already. Smash the like button, subscribe. Hey, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Guys, hit the like button for the stream. Like the stream up. Does help the channel out a lot. Much appreciate everybody coming in. Late night stream for all the diehard Shake Squad fans. The Shake Squad Army is in here. These are my diehards that are in this stream right now. All you guys are the diehards that come in here late night. If you're on the West Coast, I guess you're lucky because it's early for you right now. But as of right now, we're going to get into a lot of things. So, Comment Star says, what do you think of the captains? I thought they were fine. I mean, I really wasn't worried about it. I mean, I think they're all great. Obviously with Jalen Hurts in there is one of them. And, I had no problem with the captains, them picking the captains at all. OG Philly Guys is calling a pick 6 for the Eagles. I hope so, man. I hope this. You know what? Jonathan Gann has such a huge voice. I can't wait to see the defensive line move around. I can't wait to see, 3-4, 4-3, disguising your zone coverage, and something that he takes from Mike Zimmer. That Jonathan Gann, worked with Mike Zimmer and kind of takes some from his defense with the Vikings. So there's a lot of good things to look at with this team, and they're going to be blitzing linebackers. I mean, they still kept 7 linebackers on the roster as of right now. I don't know why. Still got 3 running backs. I figured they're going to be trading a depth linebacker really soon. That's what I'm thinking right now. But they haven't done it yet. I don't know why, because I want Jordan Howard in this running back rotation, which would be nice. We have no bruiser back right now. Even though I'm very happy that Kenneth Gainwell is on the roster. Kenneth Gainwell made the roster, which I'd be very surprised. I was going to be shocked if he didn't make the roster. Miles Sanders, hopefully he fixes on catching the football, getting his receptions, getting these running backs in the passing games will be very important for this team. So it's exciting, guys. It is. I'm pretty pumped about it. I'm pumped about Sunday. I'm not going to be streaming it off Sunday Ticket. I'm actually going to have it on TV. So the Giants game is at 4:25. The Jets, I think, play home. So I'm actually going to be able to see the game. I probably see the game at the same time as you guys because Game Pass NFL Sunday Ticket's really late with everything. So that's good, though. King Rolex 276 going on, man. It's ESPN's Eagles depth chart has Dallas Goedert as a starter over Ertz. I think it's going to be that way on Sunday. It might, you know what I mean? I made that Zach Ertz video yesterday, and, people got mad about it. And I don't care if Zach Ertz starts or he's back up or he gets traded or he doesn't. I just thought futuristically for this team that it would be better if they get rid of him just because they can get a draft pick and they can at least get $8.5 million in cap space, and then you'll have over $20 million in cap space. The Eagles have about 16 to 17 million, something like that. But it's fantastic. It's great. So if that's the case, I haven't seen the depth chart. If there is a depth chart, please do message or screenshot it and message me on Twitter. DM the picture of it or something. I haven't seen it yet. I definitely want to make a big video on it if I could see the depth chart if it is there. So we got Burger and Griff. What's going on? So appreciate the work, Shake. No problem, man. No problem. Every day, bro. This doesn't stop. This doesn't stop when the season ends. It keeps going. It keeps going, and we're gonna have a lot of content for you guys every single weekend and all week. So it's gonna be a lot. Deshaun Dupree says, "Can't wait for the game, bro." I know. I'm pumped. I'm pumped about it. I can't wait. I can't wait. Jesus Dominguez says, "Score prediction versus Falcons." I don't know at this point. I think this team could score over 30 points. I think it'll be like 35-14. I think we'll hold them to 2 touchdowns in this game. Maybe that. I think they could do a lot. You in this league today, you have to score 30 points a game if you're going to be absolutely unstoppable. I understand a win is a win, but it's going to be up to that defensive line. It's going to be up to Jalen Hurts, and obviously, I want to see this play calling from Nick Sirianni. That's going to be something to watch as well. So, very excited about it. Vardon Sharma says, "Fly Eagles fly." Can't wait for Sunday, dude. We're all excited for Sunday. I can't wait to see Sunday. Jay Koch says, "Hey Joey, I know it depends on how the game is going, but over under rushing attempts 20." They got to give Miles a lot of carries in this game. They have to. I'm going to be surprised if they don't, but they really have to give him a lot of carries. I'd be stunned if they don't. Not saying that they're going to give no one else chances, but between last year, he barely ran the ball last year. He's got a lot of energy this year. Okay, then keeping him out of preseason. I cannot talk tonight. Keep him out of preseason. So there's a lot to look at, and I think they should give him most of the carries, obviously. But we'll see. Michael, what's going on? I said, what's up, Joey? Hope you're well. I'm doing good. I actually got scared yesterday. Yesterday was a scary day. I woke up. I had a huge migraine, like really bad. To the point where, like, you have a huge migraine, and like I thought I had COVID yesterday. I thought I got COVID yesterday. No joke. I thought I had the virus yesterday for some reason. Then I was feeling hot. I was clammy all day. So I'm good. It must have just been not enough sleep or something because I feel fine now. Kind of a little scare yesterday. Jez Davis says winning week 1 is important. Week 3, 4 is tough. Yeah, it's going to be tough, but that's why I'm excited to play Kansas City and Atlanta and Kansas City and Tampa this year, just to see where our team is at, how competitive they are, and how good this defense, how good this offense is. So I'm pretty excited about it. Philly fan D, what's going on, man? Sandy Besides says 37-23. I could see that. Rooster Larry says, retire the number 6 jersey already. Imagine that, right? Retire the number 6 jersey. He's a walking gold jacket, as Philly 500 would say, which I could believe it, too. Torville, what's going on, man? He says, I think we're going to see a lot of run screens and running backs and hurt scrambles on Sunday. Our offense is going to be rusty, and I think Nick is going to try to simplify it for this week. It's either they're going to look really slow, they're going to look sluggish, or they're going to come out the gates with a nice punch to the mouth. That's what it's probably going to look like. I don't know what's going to happen because you know what? I think Nick is preparing these players a lot. They're going to practice really hard the next, obviously the rest of this week and then just see what happens after that. But I think when you really look at it, I think you can kind of see the joint practices have much more of a value to Nick than putting them in preseason games. I understand that. Probably if we were at these joint practices, we probably would say, wow, these guys are practicing really hard. And definitely it is. It's competition, and it's just like a game. But obviously there's no tackling. You're not hitting the quarterback. So there's a lot of different factors into those joint practices. But I hope they don't look sluggish, but I really hope not. But I think they're going to be juiced up. They're going to be real juiced up on Sunday. They really are. It's going to be. I'm hoping they get this win. I'm hoping they do. Joe Sirianni, what's going on, man? Cassie Lawrence says, got Devontae Smith on my fantasy team. I hope you do because he's going to have a good year this year. Shane Rolls, what's going on? I think our D-line will be a difference maker. I think it is. I think it's our strong suit. The defensive line is our strong suit. Because, at the end of the day, like you have no depth at corner. You have no depth at safety. Is McLeod coming back week 1? That's what he was aiming for. I don't know. But it should be interesting to see what happens. I mean, that D-line has got a lot of depth behind it. I mean, I can't wait to see Milton Williams, Ryan Kerrigan, Teron Jackson, some of these up-and-coming guys. Even Kerrigan's not up-and-coming, but I think he'll be really good in the rotation. I think there's a lot of good things we're gonna be able to get out of this, out of this defense coming in. But you don't want injuries, obviously, and hope we walk out of a game without any. You lose somebody at corner, then you're down to Zach McPherson, which not really had a great preseason, still a 4th-round pick and still a rookie, still learning and still, getting that guidance he needs. And then behind that, Avonte Maddox, Josiah Scott. I mean, there's really nothing much behind there. Cravon LeBlanc is still a free agent right now. I don't know why they haven't picked him up just for depth, but we'll see what happens, though. We'll see what happens. We got a super chat from Bergang Griff says, by week 3, our defense will be arrested for murder. I really hope that I don't hope they're arrested, but I hope that we got to see we have to see a lot out of Javon Hargrave. I think Javon Hargrave is one of the most vital pieces because really at the end of the day, I don't think Fletcher Cox is going to be here his whole career. I think there's going to be a season that could be next year, could be the year after that Fletcher Cox gets traded or they try to get some value out of him. And Javon Hargrave is going to take the torch, and hopefully Milton Williams will get some attention this year. I think Milton Williams had a fantastic preseason. I thought he played fantastic. I mean, we kept our whole defensive line class. Pretty much, I think our whole entire draft made the roster this year, which is kind of crazy. That hasn't happened in a long time, but I've definitely seen a lot of development, especially from the linebacker position. I thought linebacker position was the most productive position I've seen, and I don't know how long. Obviously, with Jim Schwartz, didn't know how to use linebackers, didn't know how to use corners, did a lot of prevent defense. Was very just, you're not giving the guys confidence by doing that and giving up big plays. So It's true though. This defensive line, this defense is definitely an upgrade with two capable corners. Not even just Darius Slade. They got Steven Nelson. Steven Nelson's not shut down, but Steven Nelson's capable and he can hold his own. He's not going to win every matchup. Okay, he's not going to win all the time, but in a scheme, he probably plays a lot better if he's put in the right position. But we'll see though. It should be interesting. Rich MC says, in honor of the Eagles starting a new season, how about restoring some mods when the Eagles win week 1 times 2? Oh, no, definitely going to have more moderators on the channel, definitely. I was really upset that people actually blocked other people. If you don't agree with somebody in the chat, don't block them. You know what I mean? Like, if someone, spams, 15 messages, yeah, put them on timeout, but there's no blocking here. You know what I mean? Matt Ruiz says, what's going on, man? He says, we're live. Yeah, we're live right now. This is for the diehard Shake Squad Arby subscribers. This is for the guys that really, support this channel a lot. Shout out to everybody that subscribes to the channel, but these late nights, it really shows me who's really in, because I see a lot of guys that obviously are in the chats all the time. So much love to everybody. Whether you're new, congratulations for coming in here, and yeah, we're gonna just keep talking Eagles. Love all you. Jock says, hell, call me Bruce Willis, die hard. Paulie Casale says, love the shirt, man. One of the best shows ever. Yeah, Breaking Bad's one of my favorite shows. Probably one of my favorite dramas. I just started watching Yellowstone today, which, oh my God. I never thought it would be a good show. But Yellowstone, the new season comes out, I think, next month, and I'm pumped for it. So, Robert Cavino says, love the impromptu streams. Look, Rob, I'm not professional in what I do. I don't try to be professional. I'm very all I am is myself, and really that's all that matters. You know what I mean? I don't care. I don't have to be, doing this, and I don't have I have things that are scheduled, obviously, but there are going to be times where I just want to do things because I want to do them, and that's pretty much it. Eagles fan Texas says, do you see a tight end controversy? No, I don't think so. Look, Zach Ertz is here to stay, whether he's the starting tight end, the backup tight end, the number 2 tight end, whatever it is. You have Jack Stahl producing. We'll see what he could do with Tyree Jackson still on the shelf right now. So there's a lot to really look at, but controversy, no, we're way far from a controversy. Definitely not. Trust the Vibe says, stop Pitts and Ridley. We have a shot. I think we'll be able to do it. I think we will. I mean, Slay will probably be on Ridley most likely, and then obviously I don't know who's going to be covering Pitts. Pitts is a tight end, so I don't know if you're going to have Josiah Scott in there if we're in the nickel, depending on what we're doing, a 4-3-3-4, because I know that Jonathan Gannon is going to be switching up some fronts, moving some guys around. But I think there is a really good shot, though. Eagles have landed says, laughing about Sirianni hasn't coached a real game at all. Preseason, you're experimenting and trying things out. Yeah, no, you are. I preseason that he was experimenting with the back end of our roster, and I think with some of the guys during joint practices. I mean, we've done well during joint practices. I mean, when it was a full competition, definitely. But yeah, it's true. We haven't seen anything. I mean, like I said earlier, this team can come out slow. This team can come out sluggish. This team could play really bad. I mean, we don't know, but I'm hoping not. That's not the vibe that I'm really feeling coming into all this, but I mean, we'll see though. You know what I mean? We have 166 people in the chat. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We're actually very close to hitting 14,000 subscribers. Crazy, right? Kind of nuts. If you haven't subscribed to the channel. We cover the Eagles every single day. We're going to have a lot of content this weekend, guys. It's going to be really busy for the first game of the season, so it should be a lot of fun. If you guys haven't liked the stream, please hit the like button. Much appreciated. Much love to everybody that's in here. Late night stream. Random late night stream for everybody, so love everybody that's in here. Comment Star says, yeah, we need our corner depth. We just have a slot corner and backups. I think LeBlanc can play on the outside. I think LeBlanc can play on the outside. I'm not saying he's perfect, but I think when he was healthy, he played really well. I think they should sign LeBlanc. I don't think they should have let LeBlanc go because I thought they were going to do something else at corner besides the Steven Nelson pickup, which they never really did. So just all depends. Depends at the end of the day. Big Moose, what's going on, man? Says glad Rodney McLeod back. Him and Harris going to be tough. I've never, even when we got Rodney McLeod in free agency in 2016, I really wasn't a big fan of Rodney McLeod, but definitely when he's injured or he tears his ACL, he's not around. 2 ACLs he's coming off of right now. The past couple seasons, and they're definitely a missed heartbeat when he's not there, and that's definite. Anthony Harris, I can't wait. I think he's gonna have a really good year with the Eagles. I mean, it's unfortunate he's on a 1-year deal. He's 30 years old. You know what I mean? So I want to see how that plays out with Anthony Harris come this season. So it should be fun. Should be a lot of fun. Justin Benson, how much do you like the 3.5+ on us for Sunday? I mean. If for some odd reason we lose, which I don't think will happen, do you think we get smoked, or can we can keep it in a field goal? Shake Squad. Justin, I don't know. I thought we were underdogs by 3 points in this matchup. I thought we were on the under in this game. Maybe it changed. I know it changes every day, so maybe I wasn't reading the right thing. I thought we were minus 3 points under, but could be wrong. I think if you get a good pass rush, you maintain, Matt Ryan. The offensive line is not good at all that's not really good at all for the Falcons. Cover Ridley, cover Kyle Pitts, and offensively we just have to be productive. And we have and obviously a couple good defensive linemen for the Falcons. Their secondary is not great. Really, their defense is the weakest part of their team, pretty much. So I think the Eagles could do a lot. And if they put their players in the right position to win, I think they can have some big explosive plays. I don't think they're going to stray away from it. I think this run game is definitely going to be heavy. It's going to be in this Nick Sirianni offense. So there's a lot could happen here. A lot could happen. So we have Castro. Thank you for joining the Shake Squad Army, bro. Much love, man. You're going to love it here. I'm going to have some extra content for the memberships this year, so definitely check that out. I don't know what membership you got. Let me go on my phone. I don't have the stream up on my phone. Usually I have the stream up on my phone, but there it is. Thank you for being the Shake Squad captain, bro. Welcome to the Shake Squad Army, bro. Much love, Castro. Much love, man. Cole said, what's everyone's guess for score? Eagles, Falcons 26-21. So, okay, another close game. I understand we haven't played well in Atlanta. We never play well in Atlanta. It's either a close game and we lose or a close game we win. Whatever it is. We haven't played well over there. Haven't won over there in a while, so it should be interesting. Jay Young said, do you think Anthony Harris is going to be good? I think he's going to be good. I think he is. I think even because he's worked with Jonathan Gannon before, I think he's going to have a really, really good season. I think he will. Comments I always like McLeod, always reliable. I thought he's always been reliable, but obviously the injuries have kind of stunted him a little bit. But I think he's going to play well if he's healthy, definitely. I guess that for a lot of players at this point. You know what I mean? Philly Van D says, late night stream. I could do for a living a virtual world with work. Only good thing COVID. Yeah, it's crazy, right? It's been nuts. It's been a crazy almost 2 years. It's been crazy. Rob Rivera says, Joey, you watched Billions just resume for pause yesterday. Billions? No, I never did. Rich MC, love Breaking Bad, 1 to 4 seasons, something enlarging the universe like a season 5 diminishes their overall story. No, I liked how the story ended, and obviously I watched the El Camino Netflix, the continued episode, pretty much our movie of Breaking Bad. Commissar says, hot take, I kind of like Better Call Saul more than Breaking Bad. Both amazing shows. Better Call Saul has gotten better each season. It's gotten better. I think the first season was, it got like, once it wasn't like Breaking Bad where it was you're on the edge of your seat every single season, but I thought Better Call Saul definitely got better. And next season's going to be great, so I'm excited. Dami Armin says, what do you think about Andre Shachir? Just picked him up. He is going to be the real deal. What a steal. I mean, from what I heard was Andre Shachir. I'm going to say his name wrong, so please do not attack me. I understand I'm going to say his name wrong. I thought that it was really, I think he's definitely somebody that he's worked with Gannon before. They like him a lot, works well in his system. He's got some athleticism. He could play outside. He's a moving piece for the secondary. He could play multiple positions. So interesting to see what we could do with him. Because honestly, going into this draft next year, like Darius Slay's on the last year of his contract next year. Steven Nelson, if he plays well, he could command more money after this year. So probably not going to re-sign him unless he wants a cheap contract, which I highly doubt it. But I think there is going to be, you could be getting there's about 5 corners in this draft next year that could really twist me around. Depending on the picks that we have, where we are, the Miami Dolphins pick, if Carson Wentz going to play 13 games this year for us to get the first rounder, it really all depends. I think you go defense like 2 to 3 times the first 3 picks. So at least the first 2 picks, you get 2 defensive guys. They need to draft a safety. They need to draft a corner. They need to get that number 1 corner in the draft. I mean, that's what they really have to do next year. They really do. Kevin Healy says, I'm very excited for Ant Harris. No, I'm pumped for him, man. I'm pretty pumped for it. I believe Greed says 31-21 Eagles handle and Falcons all game, but they score late to make the end score seem like a closer game. Yeah, maybe that's the case. But I think they'll separate themselves in this game and look really good, and I hope I'm right about it. I'm awake. Are you says yeah, Harris and a healthy Rodney together. That would be fantastic. I would love that. And that's what we're gonna get these guys healthy. Marcus Jordan says, I work out here in Hollywood. I have friends who work on Yellowstone, Utah, and Montana. I'm going to relay your praise for the show to them. Hey, you know what? Like, I love that show with a passion. It's because my father got me into watching Dallas, from the 70s. Dallas, I love Dallas. I love that show. And kind of reminds me of it a little bit with a little bit of a twist on it. I love Kevin Costner as well. So, hey, I appreciate it, bro. That's awesome, man. Domini Army says, when does Better Call Saul resume? Probably next year. I don't think it's coming out this year. Jock's just been take the Eagles and the points. Easy Money says, yo, just got here game week. Let's go, Joey. We're all pumped for it, man. We're pumped for it. I can't wait. I'm excited. Chris Nate says, pray for health this season. That secondary with even a single injury is rough. It is rough. I mean, you don't want to switch your offensive line 14 times like we did last year. I mean, that was just a total disgrace. I mean, you see Patrick Mahomes, he lost 2 offensive linemen, and they were lost at that Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like, that's what happens. But the Eagles are used to it, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? But I don't want that, obviously. But I believe Green 20 says, do you have to pay to be a member? Yeah, the memberships you have to pay for them, but it's just for extra content. It's for guys that want extra content, want custom emojis and stuff like that, and custom badges and stuff. So really, it's all about really extra content, just for extra support. That's all it is. I never tell anybody to do it. And obviously, memberships are in the description below if anyone wants to just check them out if you want. Kevin says Gainwell is going to be a beast with a pass catching. He's got wide receiver hands, bro. He does. He's got wide receiver hands. He's a dual threat running back. He is. You could line him up as, even in preseason they did that. They line him up as a wide receiver. They line him up, in the backfield. They've done everything with him, and I think he definitely deserved a roster spot. And you know what? This guy was a 5th round steal that could have been a late 2nd to an early 3rd round pick, and obviously because of the virus last year, he took off. His draft stock went down, and the Eagles picked him up. I didn't expect them to go get I did not expect them to go get a running back in this draft at all. Like, I wasn't even thinking about a running back, period, like at all. So Maggie said Eagles can win easy if we win turnover battle. Very inexperienced young offenses, our skill positions. I'm sure our talent will get us points, but we can't give away points to the Falcons. No, we need to make sure we complete every pass, make sure we run really well, and do not drop picks. I mean, we've done that I don't know how many times. We even did in preseason this past year. I think playing zone is smart. You know what I mean? I think we'll play some zone. We'll play man. I think it just depends on what's going on. I think this is more of a zone first team mostly, so we'll see. Big Play Slay, what's going on, bro? Hope you're having a good night. Corny Clearance says, who are our starting linebackers? I don't know. Like, apparently there's a depth chart out that I haven't even seen yet. I mean, if it was up to me right now, like Eric Wilson, TJ Edwards, and Alex Singleton are my top 3 right now. I mean, that's me right now. So it is what it is. Jay Shunk said, I think 30-26. Very close. Dad in the Army says, does anyone like Krispy Kreme donuts? I love them with chocolate milk. Troy Singleton, what's going on, man? Says, Joey, I live in Atlanta, and I will be at the game on Sunday. I can't wait to see our Birds beat the brakes off the Falcons. Hey, dude, enjoy your time, man. Enjoy your time over there in Atlanta, and make sure you rep your Birds over there. Lucky you, man. I'm going to the opener. I'll be there week 2, so if anyone's going to be there and want to say hello, I will be there. I'll let everybody know where I am, too. Greek Warrior 5373 Eagles 24-17. That's good. Everyone thinks it's gonna be. Hey, we're always close with Falcons. We're always close. So Drew Johnson, sup Shakes? What do you think about Singleton as a captain? I love it. I love it. I mean, I got look, whoever they pick as captains. I honestly at this point I didn't even care who it was at this point. Like I'm fine with the captains that we have and what they're doing. So I have no problem with it. You know what I mean? Like I know that the decisions are made over there of who's captain. I think the captains are great. I have no problem with it. Troy says we are definitely going to win on Sunday, and I hope we do, bro. Ernesto, what's going on, man? He says Joey, what's the updates? Eagle Gang winning the division. I really hope so. I think they have a huge chance to win the division. No, not updates, just a late Shake Squad stream tonight. That's what we're doing tonight. We're going to have a stream actually Wednesday, have a stream Friday, and then Saturday with the Philly Shakedown. Sunday we'll be streaming the game, a post game, and then we'll have another Philly Shakedown late Sunday night. So it should be a lot of fun. We're hoping it's going to be fun. Obviously, if we win, it's going to be better. Jace Young says, can you tell Philly 5, but don't you frown us to Philly Shakedown during your show? I will. I promise. Chaos the Filthy, what's going on? Joey, is Davion Taylor still starting middle linebacker? Davion Taylor's been hurt. Davion Taylor's been hurt this whole entire offseason. And hasn't. I mean, he's not going to make it. I mean, he's a third-round pick last. He's a third-round pick, but what is he going to do? I mean, I don't know. It just depends. I don't know what they're going to do with that. Daniel Garcia says 40-17 Eagles, big win. That would be fantastic. Kyra says, how do you feel about Kyle Hamilton at safety at Notre Dame? Highest rated safety since Sean Taylor. He was predicted top 10, but I don't know if he would be a bad of a team in order to get him. I heard his name before that he's going to be one of the top safeties of this draft next year. I'm not in draft mode right now. I'm in draft mode by December. By December, I'm in draft mode. Right now, I'm kind of like just going through the season. The season's about to start. A lot more to look forward to right now. And obviously, once we get our picks, we see where we're projected as. Then we can make some assumptions of what's going to happen. But do I agree with getting a safety this year, next year? Definitely, 100%. Kid Curry Games says, low-key, Malcolm Jenkins' leadership could have been nice with this Jonathan Gann defense. I think so, too. I think that was one of the biggest mistakes the Eagles made was Jonathan. I think one of the biggest mistakes that the Eagles made was letting him go. I don't care if you have to, look, at the end of the day, Malcolm Jenkins, before he left here, he wasn't getting paid as a top 10 safety. I understand that. It was expensive price tag that he wanted. It's just unfortunate. I don't care if some people were calling Malcolm Jenkins that he wasn't really playing up to par last year. I mean, nobody was last year. I mean, the whole thing was a mess last year. But at the same time, or the year before that, I should say, that he was on the downfall of his years. But, I think Malcolm should have stayed here. That's something you just can't. When your defense is on the field before the game even starts, like Malcolm Jenkins, that the defense is taken care of mentally with Malcolm on the field. And that's true, though. Bobby Green 20 said, let's go Birds. Can't wait to see Hurts in action as the starter. Should be exciting. Torvis is looking forward to Tampa destroying Dallas on Thursday. I'll be watching that game. Definitely. Matt Riss is going to need you to go back to my comment. I might have missed it because of a super chat. It's probably why. I might have missed a few things, actually. I think I did. StreamYard is so bad. I mean, it's really bad, guys. Richie MC with the super chat. Appreciate it late. Shakes in the chat. What jersey you wearing? You're wearing Sunday. I'm wearing my own jersey Sunday. That's the jersey I wear on Sundays. I have my own customized jersey that I wear. It says Joey Shakes on the back, and then obviously number 72. So that's what I pretty much wear. Pretty much. So there was 193 people in the chat. I appreciate everybody being here. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. We cover the Eagles every single day. We got a lot of content coming this weekend, especially this week. First game, season starts next week. Subscribe to the channel. Like the stream before you leave today. Much appreciated from everybody. And quickly, we're going to have a little word from our sponsors. Want to make smart bets this football season? Download the BetQL app that gives you the best bet recommendation on prop bets, sharp data so you could see who the pros are backing, check the leaderboards, breaking news, and injury updates. Head to the App Store or Google Play Store to download BetQL. You can also head to try.betql.co/Joey to get started now. Enter the discount code Joey at payment checkout for 25% of any of their subscription offerings. You can find all this information in the description of this video. Make sure to check out the BetMGM offer offer in the description in order to receive a free year of BetQL. Also, check out their sportsbook offers page if you live in one of the eligible states to claim free offers upon signing up at one of the many sportsbook listed. Don't miss out on the chance to beat your sportsbook this football season. Once again, thank you for our sponsor, BetQL, the only app you'll need to beat your sportsbook. Find their information along with 25% off in the discount code in the description of this video. And also check out the special BetMGM offer in the description in order to receive a free year of BetQL and other sportsbook sign-up offer and bonuses. Dragonfire says, all these people saying that the Eagles will win 3 to 5 games are capping out floor for the season, and 7 wins or ceiling is 10 wins. I think this team could win 7 to 9 games, but if they really surprise me, I think they can actually go 10 or more. It was nice to hear Tony Romo say that this Eagles team could be one of the most surprising teams this year. I think there's a lot of talent here and the good coaching around them. I think development-wise, I've never seen this much development. And obviously, from these draft picks that we've had, most of them have made the team, which is really nice to see. That's what you want to see, which is a really good sign. Should be interesting. Rock Gravino says, who will be player number 53 at 52 now, waiting for one of the list guys to come back, add someone not at punt return. PS. IR COVID list. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that whole list right there. I really don't know. I really don't know what I don't really know. I'd have to check. I don't know. I forgot who it was. I forgot who that is. Matt Rose says, I want your feedback on my earlier comment. I might have missed it because I had a super chat earlier, but I apologize. I might have missed it. If I would just send it again, I might have missed it. It's gonna take me forever to find it because this StreamYard thing is horrible. It misses on a lot of stuff, so I do apologize. Jace Young says, do you think Dak Prescott's going to play or no? I don't think so. I think he's playing. What, there's already news about him not playing already? I don't know. I'm worried about his shoulder. His shoulder is the one thing I'm worried about because he's been taking a rest on his shoulder, but I'm telling you right now, I don't know if it's going to hold up. I mean, I don't know. It's his throwing arm, so his throwing shoulder. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen there, but we'll see though. We'll see though. These comments are coming in so fast, guys. If you need to put something down, put something down. Because it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, if you have an earlier comment, just put it down again because it gets crazy in here. Stephen Leary says it's 12 a.m., right? It is 12:07 right now. It is September 7th as of right now. Torville says, no matter what we want would be worse than the Texans this year. Texans are going to be a mess this year, especially with Deshaun Watson, the stuff going on with him. You know, I don't know. I don't think a trade is going to happen. Obviously with the Miami Dolphins or Denver Broncos, I don't know. There's been talks about a trade, but nothing that's really promising as of right now. So. J3 Official Production says, hey, Joey, did you get a new game console? I have an Xbox Series X. I'm still trying to get a PS5 right now, but I'm just going to wait. I don't really care. I have a Series X, though. It's fantastic. It's great. I love it. It's fantastic. Files 5, Piece 85 says, first things first, Eagles 38-35, Dallas 10-45. Hey, Shake Squad, you are in for a wild ride with Yellowstone Season 4, November 7th. I am pumped for Yellowstone. I am pumped. Jock says Ravens have 2 backs out. Then I heard the NFL radio said they should go get Jordan Howard. I yelled no at the radio. I hope not. I really hope that they keep 4 running backs this year. I hope they do. Having 3 is not enough. They need 4 running backs. They have 7 linebackers. They don't need that many linebackers. You need at least 6? At least have 6. I mean, there was news about them trading an offensive lineman and a depth linebacker. They traded Matt Pryor. We traded a Matt Pryor in a 7th rounder, and we got a 6th round back, which was a total steal trade. That trade was fantastic. Howie Roseman's good with trades. We got a steal trade for a player that never starts. Only with injuries he will start. But other than that, Matt Pryor is garbage, hot garbage, horrible. So it is what it is. Nas says, who do you think has the biggest game versus Atlanta? I think it's going to be Miles Sanders or Devontae Smith. It could be it could be multiple guys. I mean, it's hard to really say. Josh Sweat could have a really good day. So that edge rush, I'm really excited for the edge rush this year. I'm pumped for it. Shady Devin 25 says, all I know, we're doing decent this year. And I hope so. I hope we do. I think we will. The Matt Brown says, I'm hyped for football season. We'll be looking forward to not seeing Wentz doing 3 and outs the whole game. Yeah, and I think having, I'm not going to go into the whole Wentz thing, but to talk about Jalen Hurts just in general, Nick Sirianni is going to be using Jalen Hurts to his advantage with his mobility. And I think that's fantastic. I think that's great. I think out of the quarterbacks that he's had, and obviously with Andrew Luck and Phillip Rivers, Jacoby Brissett, some of those guys, I think this is going to be the best quarterback he's ever worked with. I think we'll have the most success with. That's what I really think. I mean, that's just me, but that's what I really think that's going to happen. Like, no joke. I really think so. Eric R says, I hope so. Someone grabbed A. Rodgers pick before me. Oh, I'm talking about fantasy football. I used to be into it. Mallory says, be a bet. Trade Dallas for a few good picks. This way we can get a corner linebacker, right tackle, on a future tight end after Ertz is gone. I have faith in Jackson, though. I have a lot of faith in Tyree Jackson. I don't think we should trade for another tight end or get a tight end. I think we're good. Jack Stahl is only in because he's been like pretty much the next tight end up that's been okay in preseason. A few good catches, broke a couple tackles, got a first down, and had a few good catches. But I think at the end of the day, the only way I would trade Dallas Goedert right now, the only way, and that's what I'm afraid of, the only way I'm going to trade Dallas Goedert is if we're offered a first-round pick for him. If we're offered a first-round pick for Dallas Goedert, I would take it in a heartbeat. I would do it. If it's not for a first-rounder, I wouldn't even attempt it. That's just me, though. Trey Esso said, happy National Beer Lovers Day, everyone. I bleed Green 20 says, give us your offensive and defensive MVPs for week 1. I think it's going to be Devontae Smith week 1 as your offensive MVP. Defensive MVP could be Josh Sweat. It could be Javon Hargrave. It just depends. Choose Mate says Prescott will play for sure. Most likely, he probably will. Roger Van says Jannard Avery doesn't get me excited. I think he's actually a trade candidate. If they end up trading a linebacker, I think either he will get traded, maybe Sean Bradley, but I think Jannard Avery could be traded. Could happen. Commissar says I think Jamar Taylor could be a good backup corner for free agency we could still get. As of right now, there's nobody I want from free agency. As of right now, we need to stick what we have. Otherwise, I would go get, Trayvon LeBlanc if we could do it, but I don't know. Dave Prescott says, I've heard Dak's shoulder's good. No, his shoulder's good because he's not doing anything with it. Obviously, it's going to get better, but once the season starts and he has to practice and he has to play every single week, then you're going to see, is his shoulder going to re-aggravate him as of right now? So I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if that's going to happen, but, we're just going to have to see. Revolution GRN says, we're going to give Kyle Pitts another Chase Claypool game. No, we're not. Times have changed in Philly. We're not playing favorites anymore. We're not keeping a guy like Nate Gary in the game and going to mess things up for us anymore. It's not going to happen anymore. It's not. They made some, the Steelers made some changes to score an easy touchdown, and they did. And he was beat on one step by Chase Claypool. It's not going to happen again. Dragonfire says, Tony Romo is the only Cowboy I like. He's unbiased and actually stays fat. I love him as a commentator, by the way. Tony Romo does an excellent job. And I'm not just saying that. I think he's really good at his job and what he does. Jesse Almeida says, who wins this week, Eagles or Falcons, and what score do you think it will be? As of right now, it's the Eagles. I'm not going to vote against my team. That's definite. If I want to be realistic, it's going to be the Eagles because I think they actually can win the game. I think they're going to score... I think they can score 35 points this game. I think they can score over 30 points and maybe 2 touchdowns, maybe to 17 points. Maybe they'll get two touchdowns and a field goal. Maybe if that's the case. That's what I think though. Paul 44, what's going on? The Vega for over under is 6.5 wins. It is ridiculous too. Some fans are saying 6 wins. Some guys are saying only 5, 4. I don't even know what they're doing, but it's kind of crazy though. You know what I mean? Torville says, with Zach Martin out, Dak is going to get pounded by Tampa's DL if he plays. That's a big loss. Saquon Barkley's not playing this week either because of that. He photoshopped a mask on his face in a picture, whatever that was. I don't know what was going on with that. Thomas says, don't get PS5 really bad unless you want to play the Spider-Man games. I usually buy all the consoles right now, so it doesn't really matter. I play both consoles and PC. Paul says, think Eagles win only 3 games? No, that's no way. That's overboard right there. Jays Young says, I play offline franchise Madden 16. How do you put the real players in? If you can't answer that, I'll keep going like 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21. I hope I get there to a point I can get the real play. I don't know. That I don't know. I couldn't even tell you that. As of right now. I couldn't even tell you that. Carlton Roberts, what's going on, man? He says, I think Jordan Howard will be on the roster by Sunday. I hope so. I don't know how this team is actually keeping 7 linebackers. I have no idea. It makes no sense to me at all. Drew Johnson says, it's interesting, not sure what they have in Tyree Jackson. Ertz can walk next year. Ertz is going to walk next year because he's not taking less money. Tyree Jackson, you got to keep him. But Tyree Jackson's going to be back on the roster by the 8th or 9th week of the season. That's the problem. He's going to be out 8 to 10 weeks, and that's really by the trade deadline. He'll be back by the trade deadline. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do. We got Sean Marsh. Do you think the organization thinks Goddard is worth a big contract? I personally, so far, I'm not really wanting to sign him yet. The problem is they never put him. The Eagles never put Goddard as number 1 tight end because Zach Ertz has been here. I think they see something in him. I mean, I think he's proved himself a little bit. I don't think he's proved himself to be a Pro Bowl tight end, but I think I think with Zach Ertz and Goddard, they have some pros and cons to them. Obviously, with Ertz, there's no speed. There's no yak yards. There's good separation on the top of the route, reliable hands. Goddard's more of like a possession receiver. And he could run past your whole defense. He did last year a couple times. Good 50-50 ball catcher. Goddard's athletic. He can get yak yards. He's a bruiser. Even if he gets hit by somebody, he could drag people for another, 10 to 15 yards, whatever it is. So it just depends at the end of the day. I don't know what the answer is. Manati Kumar said, we're going to smoke the Falcons prediction. Mine is Eagles 35-17. I think they score over 30 points. I think they should. I think they will. Jason said, if you watch 500 deal, that was his sponsor, BetQL, I think. No. Yeah. There's 500's doing the same thing I'm doing with BetQL. Really good company, by the way. I actually went on their app. I was like, "Wow, this is really cool." It's pretty much an app that lets you, helps you with betting. It's not official bets, but they help you with betting, so you don't, obviously lose on bets. That's what the app is for, pretty much. So definitely check that out, guys. Description below. Check it out. 25% off your first subscription to BetQL if you guys haven't. Torville says, Hurts might run for 100 yards this Sunday. Teams usually have trouble defending scrambling QBs early in the season because they haven't dealt with a lot in preseason. I think he will. I think he will get I think he will at some point will get 100 yards rushing this year. I mean, I mean, at least for a game, I think it will happen. I mean, you saw that Saints game last year, what he could do on a 4-game sample size guy. I mean, a few games on a sample size last year. So they're going to use his running ability to his advantage. And then once he scrambles, he can't find his receiver, and he starts scrambling, and he gets that open pocket to where he could throw the football. I'm telling you right now, they're going to find somebody out there, whether it's Quez Watkins, Jalen Reagor, Greg Ward, Devontae Smith, whoever it's going to be. Obviously, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside's on the roster right now, so it's kind of crazy right now. But there is. So Eric Wilson, Alex Singleton, and Jannard Avery are starting linebackers. Eric Wilson, Alex Singleton, not T.J. Edwards. T.J. Edwards had a great preseason. I mean, fantastic. But we have 232 people in the chat, guys. Appreciate being here. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. We cover the Eagles every single day. Okay, a lot of content. We're streaming the game this weekend. We're going to have a stream on Saturday night. We're streaming during the game. We're streaming after the game. And then we're having a Philly shakedown with Philly 500 after late night Sunday night. So definitely check that out as well. Memberships in the description below. Check the memberships out. Yeah, we're going to be rolling here, guys. We're going to be rolling. It's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait. If you guys haven't followed me on Twitter either, you guys can ask me questions or whatnot. Follow me on Twitter, at JoeyShake72 on Twitter. Just check me out. If you type in my name, you'll see me right there. Same as my YouTube name, so check me out. Add me. You'll see some behind the scenes with me with Twitter. I do like have a life. I kind of show the outside part of my life on Twitter a little bit, so you guys have to see what I do, during the year and stuff like that. So much love to everybody that's in the chat, guys. Subscribe and like the stream. You guys won't regret it. You guys won't regret it. Kid Curry says, or Wentz throwing the ball out of and taking sacks. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I'm Awake Are You says, yo, we don't have enough balls to go around. Our offense is crazy. Ertz seems to be on another mission. Ertz had a really solid offseason, had a really good offseason. So we'll see what happens. But I really think that, it's too much. Like, who's going to have the good year this year? I mean, even if Quez Watkins, even if Greg Ward has like 4 to 500 yards this season, I mean, I think there's going to be more to go around, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. I believe Green 20 says, you guys making merch for your podcast? We've talked about it. We actually might do it. I mean, I'm working on some things right now. I'm getting rid of all the merch I have, so I have merch available as well. But I really, I made some merch, but I got to change some of it and do some different things. So merch is always available for you guys. Dak Prescott said, I've heard Dak's shoulder is good. Twisted Main says Josh Allen MVP this year. That should be interesting. Josh Allen, the Buffalo Bills are going to be, they are Super Bowl contenders this year. They really are. They're going to be fantastic this year. No joke. Matt says, yeah, thanks, bro. Y'all some badasses. Thanks, bro. Fizzy Dorito says, Eric Wilson, Alex Singleton, Jannard Aver are starting linebackers. Crazy. That's nuts. Somebody sent me the depth chart. I don't know why I didn't. I wasn't on Twitter for a good amount of time today, so usually I am on Twitter a lot, but I haven't seen anything. Flywells5 PC85 said, I know you are not religious like I am. Do you think I'm mocking God? According to some people, I'm mocking God. What I post, not trying to get off the subject. No, I mean, look, like, I used to go to church all the time. I went to Catholic school. I mean, I did all that stuff. I mean, I'm not really religious either. I'm not really religious too much, but I mean, I have beliefs, but I'm not, religious like I do, go to church every Sunday or stuff like that. But JWT says, just got done watching Shang-Chi 9 out of 10. Yeah, a lot of people loved it. I think there was a lot of people that gave it a 10 out of 10. I'm waiting for October, guys. October is my month. Halloween is my holiday of the year. Like, I like it more than Christmas. I love Halloween. Plus, everything that's coming out during the month of Halloween, it's even better, especially this year. George Singleton says, Joey, I got to go. Have to be at work at 5 a.m. Hey, bro, I'll talk to you later, bro. Have a good morning of work. Have a good next day at work, man. Hope you enjoy yourself and take it easy. Dan DeLuke says, I like still. Matty Ojiman says, Joey Shakes, what's going on, bro? Dan DeLuke says, I like Stahl. Oh, you like Stahl. I'm like, you like Still. You like Jack Stahl. I do like Jack Stahl. I mean, I think, I just want to see development. I want to see, that's why I didn't want to, I'm glad they got rid of Richard Rodgers. Jack Stahl was the next tight end that did well in preseason. I thought Tyree Jackson played a lot better, obviously. I mean, he's 6'7", 82.5-inch wingspan. I mean, this guy has natural size. I mean, this guy is crazy with size. I mean, has Gronk size, probably bigger than that. But at the same time, I'm not calling him Gronk, but I'm saying I think he's got a big future at that position with us. I really do. I think he does. Jace Young says, Jalen Hurts, I think he's better than Carson Wentz. We'll see. We'll see, bro. We'll see. I know he'll be more healthy than Carson Wentz in his whole career. That's what I definitely know, 100%. Rob Rivera says, no, he's saying to trade Goddard. Matt Ruiz says, I think a first is possible. That's a thing. I don't know if that's even a thing. I'm awake. Are you says, no, Jack is that dude. I believe Green 20 says, would you trade Goddard for C.J. Henderson for the Jags? Straight up, 2 players? I don't know. Probably not. I would if they want Goddard that badly, they have to throw in a good pick with it. Drew Johnson, Stahl can be solid. I think he'll be okay. I don't know yet. We haven't seen much. We saw a few receptions. I think once he broke for a first down. He actually got off of 2 tackles, which was good. So I like seeing tight ends that could break tackles, which is great. Richie says, I trade Goddard for Zach Cunningham, linebacker for the Texans. Kid Kirk Gaming said, imagine 4 first-rounders if we trade Goddard. How we would definitely mess it up. We can't have back-to-back good. Look, I'm a huge fan of getting rid of Howie after this year. I don't care how good we do this year. I mean, I do care, but I'm saying, like, I don't care if we play well and he's still here. I would definitely recommend getting rid of him after this year. But to be honest, guys, like, his free agency wasn't bad. His draft really wasn't bad at all, but we're going to have to see. We don't know if his draft is going to be that bad. We don't know that. But a lot of these draft picks have made the roster, which is good, which is something that, makes the team, when your draft picks make the team, that's something that the Eagles never do. So, Breaking says, I think Eric Wilson will play a huge role. Haven't had reliable linebackers in a while. I think the only thing that Eric Wilson has done in preseason I didn't like too much was he would have a tackle for a loss, and then he would let go of the guy. You know what I mean? Like, it would be a 3-yard loss, and it became a 5 or 6-yard gain. You know what I mean? I think that's the only 2 mistakes he's really made, but I like his coverage. I like his tack. I mean, other than him losing tackles. He did it like two times in preseason, which I wasn't, it ain't no big deal. But I think he's good. I think he's really good. I think that was a really good signing. Underrated linebacker. Don Luke says, I like our linebacker room for the first time in a while, right? I think the linebacker group was like the linebacker group was amazing. The linebacker group was totally like something I didn't really expect to happen this much. Like the most production I seen out of a group was the linebacker group. Who thought that was going to happen this year? Not me. I mean, I didn't think that at all, period. I didn't think that was going to happen whatsoever. So, Phil Fenty said MVP against Atlanta will be offensive line. Yeah, you know what? That's the true MVP of every single game that any team wins in the NFL. The offensive line is MVP just because, like, without your offensive line, you got no offense. But besides your quarterback, obviously. But Smack says, I think you deal Zach and re-sign Dallas as much as you could get more value for Dallas. He's worth more for us long term. Long term, yes. But is Zach Ertz? See, that's why people say keep Ertz. But at the same time, it's like, is Zach Ertz going to be good in 2 years? Is he going to be good in 3 years? I'm like, I don't know. That's the age is a huge thing too. I mean, it's a huge thing. So, Cameron Holmes says Devontae Smith versus AJ Terrell is going to be fun. It is. It's going to be a good matchup. Torville says, do you think that Gannon is giving a hint that he will use more 3-4 and 4-3 based on keeping 7 linebackers? I think he'll switch it around. How much more? That I don't know. None of us know that question. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know he's going to move defensive line around. He's going to blitz linebackers. I mean, when you get this much out of production out of your linebackers, you start to see what these guys could do. Whether it's Gannon's not going to put these guys in positions to fail, like Jim Schwartz did with most of our roster on defense, obviously. But I think, we're going to be playing a good amount of 3-4. I think so. This way you could watch for, you have linebackers that can cover. It's a good thing. With that pass rush on top of it, I understand you only have 3 linemen down there, but still, like, you got 2 good corners in Steven Nelson and Darius Slay. I think this defense could be really good if, number 1, they stay healthy, and number 2, they don't miss tackles, and they get some interceptions, they get some picks this year. That's what I want, but we'll see though. Dragon Fire says Dak and that offense is scary, though, but the Cowboys lack defense. Their defense last season was terrible. No, the Cowboys' defense is horrible. I mean, other than their linebacker core, I don't like any players on their defense, really. Their linebacker core is really good, but one of the best in the league. But when it comes to their defense, their offense is going to carry their defense. Their defense could do a little bit, but they're not going to do that much this year. They're not. It's not going to happen. Jay Young says A20. That's a late stream for Bucks and Cowboys. That's the time, guy. If you didn't know. All right, so that is the time. All right, cool. We got Scott DVMN says, Joey, do you think J-Jaw will turn things around? At this point, I don't know, because if the only reason they kept J-Jaw is because of his blocking, his elite blocking, which he's really good at, and him playing special teams is the only reason why he made this roster. I mean, when they asked this question to Howie Roseman and Nick Sirianni, Howie really didn't have anything to say about it. He kind of like stumbled a little bit, but I don't agree with it at all, but I don't know. I mean, JJ would have to sway me during these games to really say, oh my God, like, wow, are we actually getting something out of him? I don't know. We're gonna have to see, because if he doesn't get if he doesn't have like 20 catches this year or at least something like that, I don't know what to say. Like he's done in my eyes. I think Howie is somewhat trying to justify this 2nd round pick and JJ Arcega-Whiteside just because like he's a 2nd round pick. They're like forcing him to make the team because they need to see production. Like they're praying that he does something. I don't know. Maybe it's forced that he made the team. Maybe it's because they really think there's something in him. Did you hear his name during joint practice? Did you hear anything? Did you see a video of him making a catch against the starting corner? I didn't see or hear anything, and I cover everything, and I watched everything, and I didn't see one thing with JJ. Not one thing. Cameron Holmes says, Quez Watkins exposing Isaiah Oliver, by the way. Dude, I'm telling you, Quez Watkins is on a mission, man. I can't wait to see. Look what he did just for the little bit he played last year, and almost like, give me more, and they didn't. Deshaun Jackson and Alshon Jeffrey came back. It just didn't work out. It was horrible. It was just a total disaster. It was a total mess. Texas says, who will guard Devonta? I don't know. This Sunday, I have no idea. I don't think it matters. to be honest, because how do you defend against Devontae Smith? Do you press him? Do you kind of like try to get your hands on him? I'm telling you right now, if a corner goes up to him too much and plays a little too much pressure and gets too close, I'm telling you right now, he is gonna run. If you let Devontae get free off the line, you're done. Like, you're finished, finito, done. We'll see though. It's a new future. I don't blow smoke up everybody to hype this team up for no reason. Like, if I think something's gonna fail, I say it's gonna fail. And if I'm wrong, then hey, I'm not right all the time, guys. Like, I'm just an opinionist. It's not even a word, but I'm like an opinionist. That's all I am. I'm not a reporter. I'm not a guy that's at the practice field. I'm not. I have an opinion, and I'm wrong. I'm wrong every year about things. I'm not wrong. I'm not right about everything every year, but at least I have some. I think of some things that do make sense. Some of them don't make sense. It depends. So Max said, "Why do you guys want to trade Goddard for draft picks? Doesn't Howie have enough draft picks to mess up?" No, I to mess up. I don't know, but depending if he stays here after this year, that should be interesting though. I don't know though, but it should be interesting though. Mark Gravino says Eagles were better than Falcons last year. That's true. We're going to have cap space next year as well. We're going to have cap space. We're going to be under the cap. We're not going to owe any money. We're going to be under the cap. And we're going to have draft picks. Carson Wentz, play 13 games, please. The only reason why I love you right now. Other than that, it don't matter. We got a super chat from Philly fan. D, what's going on, bro? Appreciate it, man. It says, Stoutland has no problems developing young talent on the line. How he gets a bad rep. No. I mean, if it's injuries, it's not because of Stoutland. Like, Stoutland is just trying to shuffle the offensive line. If we get injuries like we did last year, we had to move the offensive line 14 times. 14 offensive line changes last year. It's not because of Stoutland. It's just guys get injured, and that's just what happens, guys. It's not, it's your medical staff. It's what do you do to these? What type of health are? I'm trying to say it like the way where it makes sense. Like, how are you getting these guys prepared to stay healthy, and what do they do in the off season? What diets or what type of stuff do you have these guys do so they don't get hurt? Like, that's the one thing, you know what I mean? I was trying to figure out, but that's a good question though. It's a good question though, Philly fan D. Rock Review says Slay on Ridley and who on Pitts. One of them gets double. Pitts is a generational type player, and we have to face him first. He might go off. I think he will have a good game. I think he will. But that's one guy. But I'm telling you right now, like, if they make it obvious that they're trying to let him do way too much, they could shut him down. If they could actually shut him down if they try to force it to him way too much, because I think they will, because he is a big body. But I don't want to put a small corner on him though. That's going to be a problem. I think changes will be made during the game. We'll see though. Should be interesting, but we'll see. Yo, sad boy, what's going on, man? What's going on, bro? Hope you're having a good night. Jock Talk said, what sucks is my two favorite commentators are ex-Cowboy players, Romo and Aikman. Yeah, I know. It's horrible. I believe Rejoy said, chip Pitts off the line and let a safety cover him. Could happen. Sad boy says, Jock locked. Michael said, I really hope this isn't a nail-biter game like always coming. Hey, look, Eagles fans know that every game is a nail-biter. It always is. I hope we're one of those teams that it's not going to be a nail-biter, because really when you think about it, like even that Super Bowl year, like you were still nervous every game. Even if they won 9 games straight after that Giants game, like you were still nervous every single game. I didn't realize how stressful a year is after winning a Super Bowl, like how stressful that year was. I took like a few weeks off of YouTube after that. I was like really like, man, this was a stressful time. It's stressful. It is. Torvald says, if Schwartz was still here, Gary would be getting ready to cover Pitts on Sunday. I don't doubt it, bro. Dude, Tortyville. I don't doubt it. I really don't. Nate Spitz says, Philly fan D, we aren't scared of the O-line development because you're right. Stoutland is a boss. I'm scared of everything else. Who knows about new position coaches of the team? I really like the defensive line coach. I like Nick Rouse, the linebacker coach. I like Denard Wilson, the corner coach. I like a lot of these coaches actually. I don't know why, but I got really good vibes from a lot of these positions. The tight end coaches from the Colts, and they've done well with tight ends over there. So a lot of coaches went with Nick Sirianni. A lot of coaches. Robert Green says Nelson is too small. No, he's not the biggest. What is he, 6 feet, maybe 6'1"? Could be wrong though. Big Green says everyone we got is too small to do it alone. Let's see. Comment Star says, all I know is if we lose the Falcons and then get destroyed by the 49ers, then I will have no hope for the season because I had hope last season after every bad game, and it only sets up frustration. Well, dude, like, look at this. Like, the Eagles didn't bench Carson Wentz after 3-4 games last year. Carson Wentz should have got benched after the third, fourth game last year, at least the fourth game last year, and it never happened, unfortunately. So it's a pain in the butt. It is to watch it every week. He played until whatever, week 12, whatever it was, and it was just like, if that's on the Eagles, that's on the front office, that's on the head coach, whoever it was on. Obviously, we're not going to get the right answer, but you kept your quarterback that was playing bad every week. You kept him playing for weeks and weeks and weeks, and it was apparently acceptable to play like that every week. So it's just kind of annoying. Tex X says, I think we should have a safety help every possession with Ridley. Slay isn't as good as he once was. I don't believe that. I think Slay is good. I think Slay is a good corner, but Slay is, see, the problem is it's like some of the Eagles fans, like every time Slay had 2 bad games and he still had a good year. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he gave up 200-yard games last year. Okay, I understand that. But you know what? I don't think he's declining. I think he's still really good. But, guys, Darius Slay's not going to win every matchup. Like, it's not going to happen. Like, he's not going to win everything. There's, he gives up one big reception and everyone gets and flips out over it. It is what it is. Like, he's done well throughout the whole season, but for the guy to get attacked because he messes up a couple times, I mean, he really just didn't really have a bad year at all. Probably one of the worst years of his career, but that's not really saying a whole lot. You know what I mean? Kirk Johnson is conflicted because I have Pitts on my fantasy team. That's why I don't play fantasy. I can't play fantasy because of that reason, Kirk. That's why I can't do it. So, Richie MC said, how do y'all observe Labor Day holiday barbecue, hiking, cleanup? I didn't do anything, to be honest. My family didn't do anything. Like, everybody was scattered around, didn't do much of anything. But Halloween's coming, guys. Can't wait. I'm going to have a whole new Halloween setup and everything. Should be a lot of fun. Silver TRD said, what do you think we draft in the first and second rounds of next year's draft to give Hurts plays well this season? If Hurts plays well, that's going to be a huge plus. Then we don't have to spend a first round of quarterback. Don't have to trade for a quarterback. Don't have to go in the draft or move up for a quarterback, which is great. But I think you have to go pass rusher. I think you have to go corner. You have to go safety. Those are my 3 top positions. Not even linebacker would be like my 4th position as of right now. But as of the top 3, it's safety, it's pass rusher, and it's corner. It's all 3 of those positions. I'm not saying first, second, or third, but I'm just saying in general what we need as of right now. Okay. Thoughts my piece says, I can't see Chiefs for Seahawks for Super Bowl. Hope I'm wrong, but I hope the Eagles for Chiefs or Eagles versus Ravens. It would be fantastic. Robert Review says, I have Pitts on my fantasy team. The Gambling Hippie says, crazy how underrated the Eagles are. Like, we have a bottom 5 D-line and O-line. You know what? It's crazy because this past offseason, every single analyst, every single reporter has said that Eagles have the 17th best offensive line. Jalen Hurts is the second worst quarterback in the league in front of Drew Lock, which is ridiculous. I thought it was just totally ridiculous. Like, you're gonna, why even rank Jalen Hurts? He only played a few games last year. Like, why is there even a ranking for him getting thrown into the fire pretty much? But now you got an off season with Jalen Hurts. You got a lot of chemistry with Jalen Hurts and some of these other guys. He's going to gravitate those players towards him. They're going to play really well. I'm excited for it. Abby Green 20 says Maddox on Gage, Nelson on Pitts with Chip every play. Slay locks up Ridley. D-line eats their run game. Eagles win. I hope so, man. I hope so. It seems easy like that, but that pass rush has to get to Matt Ryan. They have to. I better see a pass rush. If I don't see a pass rush all game, I'm gonna be really upset over it. Really am. Philip Andy said, Nathan Smith, we need to see what the coaching staff does. I'm confident today we're developing young talent, and that's all that matters. Like, we're on a rebuilding stage, guys. I mean, as much as we don't want to say it, we are rebuilding. But, guys, like, this team could turn around in a year. Like, literally a year. We've rebuilt this team twice already, okay? Rebuilding it the 3rd time, okay? So, after Andy Reid left, Chip Kelly came in. Chip Kelly left. Doug came in. Doug left. Now Nick's in here now. Obviously, we've had a lot of. We've been in the playoffs a lot, but we haven't, got to the big seed. Only one time, won a Super Bowl, and now we're working on something else now. This is a new generational roster now because now you're bringing in young talent. Now you're bringing in younger guys. You got to stop keeping vets. And, it's all right to have a few vets on the team where you need them. But when your draft picks don't work out, your coaches can't develop players, we had to restructure from $70 million this year. We had to restructure all the way from $70 million. You can't do that. You're going to have to restructure way too much contracts. You're just kicking the can down the road. You're just making it worse for years to come. So that's what they had to do. They freed up a good amount of cap space. We have 16, 17 million in cap space right now. I think the cap is set at $208 million as of next year. So the Eagles should have $28 to $35 million in cap space, depending on what they have already. They could have a lot of cap space next year. Okay, and then you don't have to spend all your draft picks. You can actually get a free agent if you want. You have some. They need to start developing. That's why when Tom Brady was on the Patriots, a lot of players took pay cuts, and they barely held players over 30 years old because they weren't emotionally attached to players, and they got rid of players. They plugged players in, and every player that plugged into a system was successful. And that's why some of these players cannot be used anywhere else because they only worked out in certain schemes and coached the right way. That's the big difference that you're seeing, I think, with this team. That they haven't brought any players that played for, no Jason Peters coming back. No, the same we did with Darren Sproles, kept bringing him back, kept bringing Jason Peters back, ruining and stunting Andre Dillard, which obviously wasn't his fault when he got drafted here. He got dealt a really bad deck of cards when he was drafted here, but obviously can't stay healthy and obviously just mentally not even there, defeated, if I could probably say that. But should be interesting, though. You know what I mean? Jay Chuck said, my favorite commentary person is Joe Buck. He's so funny. I don't like Joe Buck at all. Joe Buck, I've never liked Joe Buck. I don't know. I like the two guys that did our preseason games. I forgot their names, though. It was good, though. Jason Levinson says we have athletic linebacker now, so they could cover Pitts. We have a good athletic linebacker. I think Eric Wilson is the most athletic linebacker we have, and Alex Singleton, both of them. I mean, fantastic. I think they're great. I think Eric Wilson has better coverage than Singleton, but Singleton is a tackling machine. Great against the run. Idra 222 is Patrick Johnson or is it Jackson? I forgot. Probably one of our fastest defensive ends. It's Jackson. If you're talking about, it's Teron Jackson. Patrick Johnson's our linebacker. Patrick Johnson, I don't know. People were saying, he had a great preseason. I'm like, I don't think he played that well. He had a couple tackles, but it didn't really stick out to me that much. But obviously somebody sorry, I'm trying to get through this chat as fast as I possibly can. Texas said Maddox could guard Gage, to be honest. No, I think Maddox could do that. I think he'll be the starting nickel. I think that's what will happen. Yoda Black said Atlanta has injuries on the left guard spot. We should have a good game. I think we will. I heard that the other day. Actually, they have the left guard issues right now. They're going to be moving linemen around. They're going to try to do some things. They won't be running to that left side. That's definite. Definitely find those weaknesses. If you have a weak offensive line coming in, you're playing the Eagles, you're going to have a very hard time. J3 Official Production says last year's Eagles team was boring. Yeah, it was. Plus not having fans. It was horrible. The people that went to those games wasted all their money. I would never go to a game. Even if I was offered free tickets, I would never go to a game in 2020. I wouldn't have done that. Wouldn't have even mattered at this point. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have done that. Kevin says, I wish I was going to the opener because I have seen tickets, but I have a trip 10 days after the opener. Too much of a risk. Yeah, I mean, if you're afraid to go to the game because of what's going on and everything, and you could sell those tickets and get a good amount of money for them, and then just go on your trip, man. This way, you know you're going to be good. You know what I mean? QGMC, Jake Elliott, bad onside kicker, so we not be down late, no more than 8 points. Jake Elliott needs to. We couldn't even release Jake Elliott this year because he would be dead cap. He's on a 5-year, $19.5 million deal right now. For what? I don't know. And I think he signed that in 2019. He signed that. I forgot when he signed that deal. Horrible. He had a good preseason. I thought he made every single kick. He didn't miss one. I mean, so we'll see what happens. He actually worked his tail off this offseason. He worked with some guys. Iberg says actually we can't put Maddox on Pitts. Commissar says Gary versus Pitts, that would be ugly. I think Gary is so bad that he's not even on practice squad, right? Jeez, and we had him as a starter. Nate Gary went to the 49ers. He got cut before training camp even. He didn't even make it to training camp. Nate Gary didn't even make it to 49ers training camp. He got cut. I think he's still a free agent right now. So. What is going on? Text, I believe Rejoice that he is a cause. Flowers 5 PCA5 said, relax, Eagles fan. If we lose Sunday, it's a long season to take one day at a time. Yeah, but you know how Eagles fans are. We lose the first game, forget about it. I believe Green Choice to Max is a lost cause. I hope you're wrong, but so far you're right. We'll see. I'm not a fan of him at all, being a starting cornerback, period, at all. D. Chatter says, Hurts, with time behind this offensive line with Speedy, Devontae Smith in his legs, he's going to light it up, the NFL up. He's going to light it up. The technical route running, just what he could do on the field. His route, I mean, those little zip routes that I don't know how you even defend that. You can't defend it. But even if he gets double teamed, you still got to watch out for Quez Watkins. You still got to watch out for Dallas Goedert. There's too many mismatches. Jalen Hurts extending plays, Miles Sanders. You're going to stretch out that defense like crazy. And, it's going to help the run game, 100%. But we'll see, though. Nick Starr says, what's going on, Philly fan? What's going on, Nick? Hope you're having a good night. TT said, we got to worry about Pitts, but don't forget about Ridley. He could burn anyone. Our D-line got to get the ball out Ryan's hands quicker, sack up. Yeah, that we have to get pressure. We have to get pressure on Matt Ryan. We have to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We have to get pressure on him. Bros and Arrows says, Falcons have 3 rookie O-linemen. Our D-line is anything close to what we think it's for. Should get home. I think this defensive line is better than the Super Bowl, better than what we had in the Super Bowl. Honestly, I think this pass rush is Super Bowl year. I think it's better than the Super Bowl year with depth behind it. I think it's great. Teron Jackson is a guy that's going to play good maybe in a rotation, but I don't know if – I'm not sure about him yet. I thought he got some pressure. I thought he did okay. I thought he did play a couple good games he had. I didn't think he played fantastic, but I thought he played all right. Milton Williams, though, is a whole different story. He's got that short area quickness. He's got really good hands. He's got good moves. He's very explosive off the line. And I think a rotational Milton Williams is going to do some damage this year. I think it will. Nathan Smith says, Philly fan D, you're right. Just uncertain at this point considering most of our new coaches. I Drip 222 said last year Eagles team was only good when we were down in that Ravens game and Steelers game. Those were exciting. And the Cardinals game and the Saints game and the 49ers game were fun. Of course. Well, the 49ers game, we had Travis Fulgham started rising to the top. He came in because of injuries, and for 8 weeks straight, could have had a 1,000-yard season, but obviously got injured, got healthy, and then, they just stayed and benched him. But he didn't make the team this year, unfortunately. He's on practice squad. So, just because Travis Fulgham played good last year doesn't mean he was going to play good this year. Maybe he didn't have a good camp. I didn't think he had a good camp at all. I don't think he played well. And then obviously he had a chance in that Jets preseason game where he could have got a big reception, was on could have got tackled at the 2-yard line, but he tried fighting for more yards and he ended up fumbling the football. So it didn't help his case. Definitely not. No, it didn't even help his case. Texas said, yeah, he looked good his first season, though. Philly Fan D says, Nathan Smith, loved Barnett coming out of college. All right, D-line would be scary. I didn't Barnett had Barnett's best year was his rookie year. 18 was okay, but Barnett's rookie year was his best year. That's it. He's even now, if he stays healthy, he could probably play really well. But Barnett, Sweat, Brandon Graham are free agents next year. You're losing 3 defensive ends next year, and Kerrigan on top of it. So losing 4 defensive ends. So what do you do? That boy says fly. J3 official says Slay is arguably the best player we have. I think at a skill set, definitely. For right now, until Devontae Smith develops, and not really develop, but gets used to this offense and what he could do. I believe Green Choice says, y'all forget our cornerbacks had a handicap last year, called him Schwartz. Our cornerback's going to surprise. We have capable cornerbacks. That's what the difference is, guys. Richard Lair says, Slay locked up Amari, which is good. Well, Amari is weird. Amari Cooper is so weird because, when he plays, better talent, I feel like he gives up. And he's always got these little injuries. He's always got knee injuries, foot injuries, shoulder injuries. He's always got these little injuries, calf injuries. But then when he plays against bad talent, he has monster games. I don't know. He's he decides whether to play on or off. That's what I think, though. Charlie G says, just the fact Jim Schwartz is gone got me excited about the defense. Oh, I knew Jim Schwartz was going to leave. I think what surprised me more was Doug getting fired. I didn't think it was actually going to happen. And it did. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. You know what I mean? Hold on one second, guys. We got a super chat from the Mad Brow. Appreciate it, man. Much love, dude. Much love, dude. And we got a super chat from Kirk Johns. Much love, man. Much love to everybody. 233 people in the chat, guys. Guys haven't subscribed to the channel. Please subscribe. We do cover the Eagles every single day. We're having a stream Saturday night. We're going to have a stream. We're going to stream the game Sunday. We're going to stream the game Sunday. We're going to stream after the game. And we're going to have another Philly Shakedown after those 2 streams. So it's going to be 4 streams for this weekend between Saturday and Sunday. We're streaming Wednesday night of this week. We're streaming Friday night of this week, and then the Philly Shakedown Saturday, Sunday, 3 streams. So it's going to be every single day. But definitely check some of my videos out. Subscribe. Membership links in the description below. If you haven't checked that out. So much love to everybody that came in tonight. This was supposed to be some quick stream tonight, but a lot of people, 240 people in the chat. Love all you guys. Awesome, guys. I mean, it makes me so proud to have you guys around. It really does. Love talking to everybody. Love all you guys. Jay Plunk says Kerrigan, Cox, and Sweat. Yeah, no, I'm huge. Like Josh Sweat start this year. I'm excited. I'm pumped for Josh Sweat this year. There's some good things that come out of Josh Sweat this year. Even Boston Scott have said it. Fletcher Cox has said it. Kerrigan said it. Even about Josh Sweat, how explosive he is this camp. He's been one of the best players in camp this year. So he's gotten better every single year. I'm hoping they can keep him around. If he has a monster year this year, I'm looking for an extension for Josh Sweat next year. 100%. 100%. You got to lock up. You have to lock up. You have to lock up Jordan Mailata. You have to lock up Josh Sweat. That's the 2 guys I'm really looking to lock up this year. And obviously Dallas Goedert's the 3rd, so could have 3 guys. Definitely 3 guys. But, guys, veterans are going to be traded next year. We're going to have some veterans traded next year. The right side of the offensive line gets me a little nervous. Brandon Brooks coming off two Achilles injuries. And to be honest with you, he already had a hamstring injury, not even the second day of training camp. So if Brandon Brooks gets hurt this year and he misses a lot of time or the whole season, he's got to get traded. He's just that's going to be the 3rd time he's out, and hopefully it doesn't happen. Lane Johnson, ankle injuries, constant the past couple seasons. I give him respect because he tries to play on those injuries for a good 4 to 5 weeks, but then obviously we already heard the news that Lane Johnson's knee has already been swelling up here and there, so that's really not a good sign. It's really not, but I hope he stays healthy. I'm awake. RU says Fletch be getting manhandled one-on-one. Look, Fletcher Cox is a weird one for me because 6.5 sacks last year. It's not even about the sacks. Like even Aaron Donald gets double teamed and he gets through and disrupts the backfield. He doesn't necessarily even have to get the sack. Doesn't even have to get the sack. But when he gets double teamed, he can't even get to the backside, or even he gets the one-on-one. Sometimes I don't know. Fletcher Cox is a weird one for me. I don't know why, but. We'll see. T.Y. McGill is another guy that actually, I think he's the one that with the virus. I think he ended up getting the virus. I think he's coming off of the list soon. I thought McGill had a pretty solid preseason. Nothing that was crazy, but I thought he played well. Hassan Ridgway's hurt every single year. I thought he was a nice flash in the pan for us at one point, but he gets hurt every single year, and we'll see what he does, obviously. Jocks, everyone is high on Fulgham, but there's a reason he didn't get picked up and cut from other teams. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he had a good camp. I mean, last year he didn't have a good camp, but we really didn't have a camp last year. But it's not looking great. It's not looking great. Brooklyn and Tehran, what's going on? It says Fulgham could be a great receiver. Defensive start to game plan for him, and he was being held over and over. I understand that, but if he didn't do anything at camp this year, I mean, he didn't do anything. Every receiver between Ward, Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, some of these guys like Rager, they all played very well, but he didn't really do much. There was maybe 2 or 3 days for a play or two, maybe that Fulgham had some good catches or there was something announced by the beat writers when they were practicing. But other than that, I didn't see much of anything from Fulgham at all. Doesn't just because he played well last year doesn't mean he's going to play well this year. I mean, you got to be up to par as a receiver. Like you can't. Nelson Aguilar had 2 mediocre seasons and then had a monster year his third year, and then had a monster year, had a horrible year his fourth year, back to his not catching the football his fourth year, and then went to the Raiders his fifth year and did really well on a nothing contract, not even $1 million. And then obviously now he's a starting receiver for the Patriots now. So, it depends. Some receivers don't play well. I mean, it's a year-to-year basis. Like you're getting picked up over what you did last year, but at the same time, if this player didn't have a good camp and really wasn't used at all the right way, I don't know what it is, but there's a lot of different things you could take out of it. J3 says, Amari Cooper reminds me a lot of Jeremy Maclin. I think people forget how good Maclin was. Injuries derailed his career. Definitely. I don't think that. I'm not really thinking that it was really. I don't think Cooper's. I don't. He doesn't really remind me of Maclin that much. Maybe a little bit, but I wouldn't go to. Maclin was unbelievable with the sideline catches and the way he changed direction. Cooper's good, but I don't think he's like the same as Maclin ever was. I don't think he'll be ever a Jeremy Maclin. I'll be returning to Joey. What do you think about the Birds seemingly putting number 11 on ice after Wentz left? I don't know. I don't know what the news with his number, what happened with that. So I'm not sure what they're doing with it. Toxic Falcons says Falcons rise up. Yeah, rise up to defeat. Rise up to getting defeated this Sunday. That's what you're gonna rise up to. But appreciate you coming in, bro. Much love. The guy says that boy at TY and Milton Williams is our future DT. Look, Milton Williams is going to be good. I'm high. TY, I don't know. I think TY I don't think is a starting. I don't think TY is a starting defensive tackle, but I think he's a good rotational piece. Milton Williams, I think if he gets enough attention this year and gets his numbers up, I think he can actually start next year for the Eagles. I think he could. Next to Javon Hargrave, if that's the case. I think it actually happened. Comment starts. I was saying if we look awful in the beginning of the season, I don't think we will be. But if we look like trash to the Falcons, the 49ers, then yeah, I would not have hope for the season. Oh, starting off 0-2 is not going to be pretty. Definitely not. Brogan Terran said Fletch never gets manhandled one-on-one. Chill. Not all the time, but he does get blocked. It happens. He doesn't beat one-on-ones all the time, but he gets through. Ray Marcy, I hope Williams gets his first sack Sunday. I hope he does too. I really do. Tex says Josh Sweat reminds me of Chris Long. They have a similar body type. No, they do. I think the difference is Sweat's just younger, and I think he's just more explosive than Chris Long. But at the same time, Sweat's going to play really well. Rocker Vino says, wait, is Sweat starting over Barnett? Yeah, Sweat's the starting defensive end opposite of Brandon Graham. Yeah, Sweat won that spot by a mile. I'm awake. Are you says the Falcons lost Jones? Obviously. I think we could have beat them with the Julio Jones there. I thought we could have done it too. Yoda Black says I was at the Philly versus Atlanta game when Nelson dropped the game winner. Gary caught an interception in the red zone. Wentz looked amazing in the game. Good times. We owe Atlanta a double moonwalk. I was at the 2018 game. I was at that Falcons game. I think that was the 2018 game that we lost that game. I think I forgot if we won that game or not. I totally forgot. I was at the game. I totally forgot if we won or lost. I think we won that game. I think we won that game. The guy says I like Ty over Hargrave. Yeah, definitely. I like Ty definitely over Hargrave. Comment Star says there are a lot of guys that need extensions. Kevin Healy says Sweat going to stay. He has to stay healthy. Josh Sweat has got to stay healthy. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's got to stay healthy this year. He has to, because he gets hurt. It's just then he has to work back to 100% again, and he's going to go through. You know what I mean? He's got to stay healthy. Look, if a defensive end gets hurt this year, I don't mind giving Kerrigan more snaps, and trust me, Kerrigan won't mind getting more snaps. Ryan Kerrigan's got a lot to prove for himself, and really, it's not really he's got to prove himself, but he's got a chip on his shoulder because obviously Washington got younger, with Montez Sweat and a few guys, Jonathan Allen on the offensive, a few guys on the defensive line. I think he's got a lot to prove, but at the same time, like Kerrigan's still good, guys. He's not washed up. Kerrigan can still pass rush. He's really good. Nate Smith says, Philly fan D, it's possible, but it would be hard at this point with Graham, Milton, and Sweat in the rotation. I believe he could be good. He might just be like BG was, average at start, great at the end. And yeah, BG didn't play well until he really hit his prime. That just happens with players, man. I don't know why, but that just happens. You know what I mean? Ken Hill said if the O-line goes down, it's going to be like, yeah, no, the O-line's got to stay healthy. If they go down, I mean, look, I have a lot of faith in Nate Herbig playing guard at left or right guard. Jack Driscoll could play right tackle. Andre Dillard playing left tackle makes, I don't know. Left tackle is like, Jordan Mailata's got to stay healthy. That's definite. Text said, if Fletcher Cox plays bad, we have Milton for backup if he gets traded. Yeah, I think so. That's my plan pretty much. If Fletch plays bad this year, he doesn't do enough to get. He's a $23 million cap hit this year, guys. If you trade or release Fletcher Cox next year, you get $16 to $17 million in cap space next year. Okay, if Milton Williams gets almost double digits or has a really good rookie year, like if he gets like 7-8 sacks or even 9 sacks or double digits, I think you could. If Fletch doesn't do enough this year, I mean, I'm going to be watching a lot of tape this year. I mean, that's definite. Bible Green Troy says, you going to do any video with Lord Brunson? I don't know. I haven't got contacted from him, or I mean, I haven't talked to him in, I don't know when's the last time I actually talked to him. I don't think I've ever really talked to him at all, to be honest with you. But I mean, hey, I'm up for doing whatever with anybody, really. Elliot says, how is it going, Joey? Go Birds. Yeepa, what's going on, bro? Yeah, Oliver Ross says, what happened with your beef with the other Eagles YouTuber? Do you guys still have beef? It's done. That's done with now. It's all done with, out the window and done with. I'm like, are you TY be causing mad trouble? Dakota Salvi says, did you notice how preseason was the same as our first 3 games last season? Game 1 loss after head, Game 2 blowout loss, Game 3 draw. I did not notice that at all. Philly fan D says, Nate Smith talent on the D-line. D-line Howie had taken. Flylos Fly, PC85 said, let's go Birds. Everyone stay blessed. God is for all time. I'm going to keep praying for everyone, even if you don't like me. Always Flylos Fly. No problem, bro. Long-time subscriber, PC85. Torvald said, depth at right tackle is a problem. Driscoll has a perk strain, can't lift weights. Dillard can't play. Right tackle Mailata needs to stay healthy at left tackle. No, I saw that. I totally forgot Driscoll was hurt. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but yeah, Driscoll's hurt right now, so they got to stay healthy. They got to. Brooklyn Toronto says Fletch literally gets pressure repeatedly. I believe your Green Joint Joey didn't have YouTube beef. Did he? Thought someone talked smack, and Joey said he's gonna keep it pushing. I'm just gonna keep going, man. Dude. Let me tell you something. Like, there's a lot of drama. If you guys don't know, there is drama on YouTube. Like, there's stupid drama on YouTube, and I stay away from it. You know, my name has been said a few times about certain things, but I just stay away from it. You know what I mean? Like, I just do me. That's it. All I care about is you guys, the channel, and obviously, other than what I have outside of YouTube, Philly 500 and some of my other close friends on YouTube that are vid makers as well. Other than that, I care less. Dennis Field says, we're like 3.5 underdogs against the Falcons. I believe we could murder them if everything goes good. I think we can beat them. We should beat them. Jay Young says, if you're a Chiefs fan, then you're asking for it. You're going to go to the Super Bowl every time. You're going to have good passion rushing. You're going to have good everything, and you're going to win. George G says, surprisingly, we manhandled Aaron Donald every time. Yeah, no, and we did a good job against Aaron Donald last year. I thought we did fantastic. Nate Herbig did really well against Donald one-on-one. Fantastic. Philly Van Diesel's tackle job is to take space, stop the run. The God says Fletch needs to lose some weight. I think Fletch did lose weight He actually looks a lot more fit this season. I think he actually looks pretty good. Oliver Ross says, I'm excited for Greg Ward. I'm pretty pumped about him, too. That's that Westfoot Foil says, may I please get my wrench back? I'm giving wrenches this week. I'm going to manually put them on a list, and I'm going to go through them this week. But people are going to get wrenches. People are going to ask, and I'm just going to say I'm going to give them out. I have people I'm giving wrenches to, but I'm telling you right now, if I see people blocked, I'm taking wrenches away again. I'm going to take everybody's wrench away again. So Richie says same. Nathan Smith says Philly fan do all of it, including Uncut Bennett and Bo Allen. Bo Allen was not good at all. Bo Allen was like, I don't know. I didn't think Bo Allen was a great player, but I don't know. I just liked him as a person and a player, but I don't know. He was all right. Oliver Ross says, yeah, I think you missed a super chat. I missed another super chat? Where? I don't think so. No, I didn't miss one. I'm looking. I don't think I missed one. Hey, if it happens, I apologize. I have my stream running on my phone. I have the stream running on my phone, and I have it. Obviously, I'm looking at the stream on StreamYard as well. So sometimes it gets messed up. I'm awake. Are you says Ward not get looks this season? I think he will. I think Rager and Ward will share that slot position. I think they will. I mean, I wouldn't say they're not going to use Greg Ward. Greg Ward's good at red zone. It's crazy because Greg Ward doesn't seem like a very fast player, but he's good at getting separation. Really good at the top of his route. I mean, in my opinion, I think he's really good at the top of his route. Jacob Tomlinson says, excited to see Gainwell and Quez in the screen game. Expecting a big year from Miles and what I believe will be more balanced offense approach, hopefully. Yeah, I'm excited for Quez Watkins. I'm excited for Miles Sanders getting in the passing game as well, because that's something we strayed away from last year, the passing game. I don't know why we strayed away from it, but we did. But Jovis said, Fogle might be one of those dudes who doesn't practice well but plays better in games. Might be, but it's not enough. You have to show something in the offseason. You have to. Hold on one second. I'm lost. I'm lost again. I'm making sure I didn't miss anything else. Nicholas Field says, I'm actually really excited for the season. I'm pumped about it, bro. Robert says, Joey, you taking Eagles ML and plus 3.5. I don't know. I don't really talk. I don't even know bet wise and what we're with all that and stuff like that. Like I don't know. I don't know all that, the bet talk and all that stuff. I don't really know all that stuff. There's people that are definitely better better at it than I am. It's nice to have a three-headed monster at wide receiver. It is. It's a blessing to have that, especially Devontae Smith was just the icing on the cake for this offense, definitely. Philly Fan D said, Nate Smith, great point. Great teams draft good players on line play. Nate Smith says, Philly Fan D, Bo, I was even over fullback or goal line like packages. I wouldn't mind him back. Nicholas Field says, last time everyone slept on us, they are this year. We won the Super Bowl. Not saying we are winning the Super Bowl. I just love when the team shuts people up. I do too, and I think I don't mind it either. You know what I mean? Like I don't like when we're talked about too much. So let them. I think they're hungry enough, guys. I think some of these players are hungry enough. Like some of them are just absolutely insane. You know what I mean? Rise up on the L. I believe Reed says, man said, rise up to defeat. TexX says, I think Sante would have been a better pick right away, nickel starter. Not the case with Dickerson, but still, I like Dickerson. Look, I wanted to draft JOK. I want to draft Asante Samuel Jr. with the second-round pick, but I don't hate Landon Dickerson because of that reason. I'm not saying that Landon Dickerson doesn't have a ceiling. I think he's got a big ceiling. He's a well-over-polished, should have been a late first-round pick center. He could play guard. He could play any position on the offensive line, but when Kelsey retires, if that's the case next year, Dickerson will be the starting center next year. That's what's going to happen. And he says Cooper doesn't need to beat you. We just need Zeke or CD or Gallup too. CD Lamb's gonna have a good year. Gallup's a free. I think Gallup's a free agent after this year. No, I mean really, Cowboys offense I think is going to be a good offense. Dak's just got to stay healthy. Obviously coming off of an ACL now with some shoulder injuries now. His right shoulder, and, he's good right now, but, see if he stays healthy. I mean, that's really because the defense ain't going to get the Dallas defense is not getting the offense out of games. It's not going to happen. You know what I mean? So, Nate Smith said, Philly Fan D said, last time I remember was Tampa Bay, but I'm pretty sure we got released, but I don't know. I would love for him to be back. Green Choice said, can you give us a bold prediction for the season? I say they win 7 to 9 games, and if they surprise us more than that, I think they could win 10 or more games. If they really surprise us, if they really get hot, I think they could win over 10 games. This season for me this year is not for a Super Bowl or anything like that. I think really if they can win the division, it'd be nice. But at least if this team shows me that if they don't make the playoffs or they're taking like that foot forward to where I feel comfortable and say, okay, like, I think we're going to be really good next year by the time depending on the picks and obviously the cap space we have. And, if you have those 3 first-round picks next year, it's even better. Even with 2 firsts and 2 twos, I'm good with that. But getting those 3 firsts, that's going to be the huge one if that could happen. So we'll see. I think you find those building block pieces for 2021. Then you trade more players, get more cap space, and obviously get some more draft picks. I think you trade a couple of veterans next year. That's just me, though. Nicholas Viola says, "I love when everyone counts us out. That's when they play their best." I believe that. I believe your choice. I didn't even know that. Good stuff, Josh. Oh, Josh Sweat was a monster. Beat Derek Barnett by a mile this year. Commissar said Macklin was better than Jackson. Jackson could be a Hall of Famer. Philly fan D says Nathan Smith need players like that to make a great line. Rocker Vino says T.Y. over Hargrave. Oh, no, I said T.Y. No, Hargrave's over T.Y. I got confused. I think I said T.Y. over Hargrave for some reason earlier. No, Hargrave over T.Y. T.Y. is strictly a rotational defensive tackle. I think I said that by mistake. As soon as you said that, I think I realized I said that earlier. Brooklyn Toronto says, yes, Jackson was nearly unarguable. Let's see here. Corey Kenji says they was saying no one could stop Hargrave in practices. Yeah, I saw that. I mean, he's healthy this year because he was hurt in training camp, so he didn't get to play until late in the season. And then he actually had a couple good games that disappeared again. But Kevin says Montez and Young are going to be dangerous. They are. It's a good defensive line for Washington. Nicholas says, if this team stay healthy, why can't we win the division or maybe playoffs? We're counting out before, and look what happened. I think they have a chance to win a division this year. I think this team is going to surprise a lot of people. That's what I've said. I mean, I hope that's what they're going to do, but I have a good feeling about it. Raymar says, Kerrigan can still play. Ask Lane Johnson. Yeah, that's so true, though. You know what I mean? He's played against him for so many years, and obviously he played against him on his own team now. Comment star with the super chat. Appreciate it, man. It says, gotta go, Joey. Hope Cowboys lose and Eagles win. Dude, have a good night, and we'll definitely. I don't know. I was thinking about streaming that Cowboys game. Maybe I was thinking about streaming. And GMC, the Eagles traded out of the 6th overall pick in 2021 draft Miami to the 12th overall pick. They gained a 2022 first round pick in the process, and that was for what? That was for the. Oh, yeah, no, I mean, for the draft, yeah, when we moved back from 6 to 12, got Devontae Smith, gave away a third-round pick, and still acquired our first-round pick from Miami and Devontae Smith. I mean, yeah, it was a steal. It was a total steal. No joke. Total steal. Rich Lars, the Eagles' second-string D-line is better than Dallas' starting defensive line. That's probably true, to be honest with you. Kevin Rowan says, what's your prediction for D. Smith and Sanders stat-wise this week? I don't know. I mean, look, if Devontae Smith can have over 130 yards this week, I'd be great. 130 yards, maybe 2-3 touchdowns. Miles Sanders, Miles Sanders, even if not Miles Sanders, had like 95 to like 105 yards on two touchdowns. Would be up 2 touchdowns and a receiving touchdown on top of it would be fantastic. We'll see though. We'll see what happens. 216 people in the chat, 219 people in the chat. Guys, you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We cover the Eagles every single day. We're going to be streaming Wednesday night, Friday night, the Philly Shakedown on Saturday night. Then Sunday game time, we're going to stream the game. We're going to stream during the game. We're going to stream after the game. And then we're going to have another Philly Shakedown after that, late night, Sunday night. So we're going to be having 2 Philly Shakedowns every single week. So that adds another Philly Shakedown every single week with Philly 500. We have our own podcast, the Philly Shakedown, if you guys didn't know. So definitely subscribe to this channel. Like the stream if you guys haven't. Check out the memberships below. And yeah, we're going to have a good time, guys. We're going to have a really, really good time. I believe Green Troy says, how many games we need to win for you to consider our coach's first-year success? I mean, as of right now, like, you can win 7 to 9 games, but they have to look like good. Like, you could win 7 games by luck. You could win a game by luck. I mean, it just depends how we win games. But if I feel comfortable, I think 8 to 9 games would make me comfortable. Maybe, going into the next off season, I think it would make me comfortable. But we'll see. Robert said, I don't think I'll be. Linebackers, it's a huge need next year. So many other positions will need work. Yeah, linebacker is like the 4th position I would get. At least my number 4th position I would get. I think as of right now, I think corner, pass rusher, and safety are like your 3 top as of right now. Nicholas says everything is better when Dallas loses. Oh, 100%. It makes your week. It makes your week. No joke. Against your best scenario is that we win the division, maybe a playoff game, keep Jalen Hurts, extend some players, and revamp for the older vets who need to be gone. I think that's definitely right. I think like if you can get to the playoffs, and even if you don't, it is what it is. But if you could do that, extend like 2 to 3 players this year, and then trade some of your vets, trade a couple of vets. If Brandon Brooks can't stay healthy, trade him. If Fletcher Cox doesn't play up to par with himself, trade him. I mean, it is what it is. Like you got to make sacrifices for a roster, a younger roster, and obviously, we need it. First, we need the stability for the cap space. We need money. I mean, we need money. We can't go through seasons being over the cap. How many years in a row? We're eating up all of Carson Wentz's money, so we're done with that after this year. So that we don't have to worry about. We're not paying a franchise quarterback right now. So before Jalen Hurts, if Jalen Hurts, looks great this year, if he does, you got to make sure you're getting all the right pieces before you start paying Jalen Hurts in a few years. And that's where it's in a couple of years. That's where it's gonna, take charge. So. Richie MC says, Joey Shake 72, when is the infamous photo going to be taken with you in Philly 500, similar in an untouchable movie moment of the 4 Treasury guys? Me and Philly 500 have been talking about going to a game or something. I don't know if it's going to happen this year, but we're thinking about maybe doing like a whole, get a hotel, go to a game, and fly back and stuff. That would be awesome. We'd have a really good time, do like a little vlog thing, do a live stream or something. It would be fantastic to do that. Texas says Smith is going to go crazy. Atlanta defenses. Defense is not good, but they're better off. They're better on their offense than the other defense. That's different. Chris Holman, what's going on? All we gave away was the third in the whole process. That's when you got to love Howie Roseman. His trades are fantastic, guys. His trades are good. His trades are really good. Even trading Matt Pryor, even though it's only a 6th-round pick, but you got a 6th-round pick for a player that doesn't even start. For a player that doesn't even start. Dave Pierce says, God damn, it'd be crazy if Smith did that first game. It'd be fantastic if he did. I think he could. I think there's a big chance. 575 Lynn 99 says, Gainwell can be Brian Westbrook 2.0. I mean, Westbrook was I think he was a lot bigger in size. Pause. But, talk about it. But I think Gainwell has a big future here. And if Miles Sanders' contract is up, and I don't know, if Miles Sanders doesn't play, even this year, Miles has to have a good year this year. I mean, he has to. Last year, I wouldn't say it's his fault too much because I just don't think it's his fault. But it just depends. You know what I mean? I don't know. Brian Phelps does not expect Sanders to all of a sudden be a receiver, but he'll be good on the ground. He will. He will. I chase young. Wait, what? Who do you think wins? You just changed your name, bro. Did you just change? You just changed your name again. Who do you think wins the division? I think the Eagles could win. And if not the Eagles, it could be, honestly, if it's not the Eagles, I don't think Washington will because their quarterback situation's still messed up. They're not winning with Brian Fitzpatrick. I think there's a lot there. I don't know. But I think the Cowboys could be the next team that maybe make the playoffs. They could. The Giants, I don't know. The Giants look good on paper. Offensive line issues. They've already got some injuries already. I mean, they paid for a receiver this year that's injury prone like crazy. Daniel Jones isn't good. I don't know. Everyone's high on Daniel Jones. I don't know why, but I don't think the Giants will play well. That's just me though. I think they're talked about way too much and hyped up way too much this season. I just don't see it. Oliver Ross, because I honestly think Smith and Watkins are a real deal and can be number 1 receivers, but the question mark is over Rager. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be something we're just going to have to see this year. I think Rager's going to have a good year. I'm a big fan of Jalen Rager. I really am because I think he's going to have a turnaround season. And everyone's going to have a turnaround year this year, I think, because really last year, Rager was hurt 3 times. 2 of those passes were suicide passes. 2 of those injuries were because of Carson Wentz because he's literally killing his receiver. Pretty much killing his receiver. It is what it is. Mose says, I got us going 8-9. That's respectable. That's some respect on that. I'm Wicker. He said Jack's about 4 50-yard bombs away from the hall if that's his lane, but he's not going to make it if he's cooked. I have agreed choices. I dig yours, the Philly stuff, man. That's the way y'all vibe. It's a lot of fun to watch. It's not scripted. I love it because me and him are good friends. We don't talk football. We talk football off the field, off YouTube, obviously, but we're really good friends in real life. Obviously, we're really good friends. We're best friends. And it's fun. It's great. It's non-scripted. We have our laughs. We have fun. I mean, we're ourselves. I mean, that's what it's all about. We're not trying to prove that. We're not trying to say we're the best at anything. We just like streaming together, and we decide to do this. So why not? You know what I mean? TexX says, I'm almost scared to play Broncos this season. Yeah, maybe. Yoda Black says, J. Jaw has 30-plus catches. Would make the coach legendary. Yeah, it would, actually. Nicholas Fields, if that would turn me around, you know what I mean? That would turn me around. Nicholas Fields says, if everyone stays healthy and Hurts is the real deal, when we have 3 first-round picks, this team could be dangerous. If they are able to, if Hurts plays really well this season, and he looks good, he looks capable, he looks beyond good, and the Eagles have 3 first-round picks, this team could turn around by next year. This team could turn around very quick. No joke. Eagles champ, what's going on, bro? It's Yo Joey, Fly Wills Fly. I'm going to go to sleep, but want to show my support. Hey, champ, I appreciate it, bro. Thanks for stopping by, even if it's for 2 seconds. It don't matter. Still support to everybody. There is 200 people to chat, guys. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We cover the Eagles every single day. Much love to everybody that's coming in here tonight. This was supposed to be a quick stream. This wasn't even planned, but these are my late night ShakeSquad Arby subscribers that are so loyal, and appreciate everybody coming here. Much love to everybody that came in here tonight, really. It's awesome. Like the stream if you guys have it. Check out some of my stuff in the description below, and other things like that. All the good stuff like that. And we're excited for Sunday. Overall, we are at 1 hour and 53 minutes. STFL says, Philly 4 wins backs. Let me guess, you're not an Eagles fan. Evil Eagles, how many yards running will Hurts get versus Atlanta? I don't know. I mean, I think he'll have over 50 yards rushing. I mean, easily. I think he will. Kieran said, if we look like the Chargers last year, losing close games but showing promise, I'll be content. Yeah, I think, obviously it's going to be like aggravating, but if that happens, it'll feel more promising to where it's like, okay, we're almost there. And I feel like next year in 2022 is going to be our year. You know what I mean? Oliver Ross says, do you think Fletcher Cox gave up once he got his money? No, I don't think so. I don't think that at all. I think he's always played pretty much well, but he just has to. I want him to play really good this year. I mean, beyond. Josh said, I like Russ Tucker doing our game. Ross Tucker's funny. Ross Tucker's actually really funny doing our games. Kevin says, if we look like the Chargers last year, losing close games but showing promise, I'm content. Birdman951, what's going on, bro? Hope you're having a good night tonight. Text said, if Jalen Hurts turns out Howie Roseman is the GOAT, what they got, Dolphins pick. We only gave up a third, and the whole process is so dumb, which makes him start. Or you mean smart? Oliver Rock said, have you ever gotten to a fight at an Eagles game? No, never. No. I would never do because everybody's so great. I love being around people over there. I've been agreed, Troy. I appreciate you doing a live stream on a holiday, man. Respect the grind. You deserve as many followers as 500 for real. Hey, dude, I appreciate it. I mean, look, I don't care about the numbers or anything. I just like putting out content, talking to you guys. I mean, this has almost become a full-time job now, which is great. So I do have another job. I do this. And obviously, I have a life outside of all this stuff, but it's great. It's fantastic, and you guys make the difference. You guys, without you guys, this channel would be absolutely nothing. I mean, the success of this channel wouldn't be here because it would if you guys weren't around. So it's because of you guys. This whole channel has done really well every single year, and it's getting better every single year. And obviously, I'm building like a monster computer right now, so I can get rid of this. My camera right now doesn't do the full. I have a really nice camera, but it doesn't do, obviously I can't get the most out of it because of what I have right now. So, I mean, I'm upgrading my setup. I'm going to have a monster computer. I've already ordered 2 big monitors. I got a lot of stuff happening. Might not happen till like probably Christmas time, probably by next off season. So, there's a lot of cool things happening. So, it's great. It's great. Kicker Gabe said, y'all should go to the Dallas game. Mark Holmes in his own turf. Jay says, can we stop talking and just get to the game already? Like Eagles versus Falcons? I know. I mean, I can't wait. Saturday night we have the Philly Shakedown on Philly 500's channel, so it's gonna be exciting. I probably won't be able to sleep. No joke. Smack says, we traded Pryor for Gardner Minshew. Yeah, I forgot it was for Gardner. Yeah, I forgot it was for Gardner Minshew. And got a nice pick out of it, too. Gardner Minshew was a steal. you know what I mean. You know, I can't talk for anything. Like I say stuff that sounds really bad. I don't know. I don't mind me. Jay Punk says next year talks too much. The press conference. I'm worried he'll tell our no. He doesn't talk that much. I mean, he does talk a lot, but that's not a bad thing either. Jay Chung, I know these are two different positions, but J.O.K. or Devontae Smith, this one's hard for me. No, it's not. I mean, we need a number one receiver. It's not hard for me. You get your top number one receiver, Devontae Smith. And honestly, even after last year's draft, they were talking about Devontae Smith. Once Devontae Smith comes out in this draft in 2021, he's going to be the best receiver out of all these guys. Fifth Andy says, Shakes, I get free air to Vegas gambling issue. We could go to the Vegas game. I'm not a big gambler. I've done it a couple times, but like I'm afraid to like gamble a lot. But I would love to do a Vegas game. That'd be awesome. I Big Reach 20 says Sirianni reminds me a bit of Gruden. No mistaking his passion for the game. Players will respect that. I think they do. I think players want to play with him already. You know what I mean? So I think players want to already play football for him, and that's all that matters. Brian Phelps says, don't worry about Gainwell size. He's up to 200 pounds. He's tenacious. He could put another 5 pounds. Giants finishing last. Imagine if that happens. Just imagine. Kevin Rant says, if we look like the Chargers last year losing, I don't know why I'm seeing the same thing a million times. I believe your choice. The Giants have no QB, literally worst QB in the division. I don't know. He might be a little bit better than Fitzpatrick, but I don't know if it's even really saying that much. You know what I mean? I don't know. Perfect. So the Giants O-line stinks. Daniel Jones is a fumbler. That's a bad combo for them. Flip Fendi says O-line and Jones disaster for Giants. Raymar said most media is from New York. That's why the Giants are hyped so high. Robert Gravita, Broccoli is hurt. Galladay's hurt right now too. Jeez, I didn't know that. Right, Velch, you up there? O-line going to cost them everything. Giants will be lucky to win 5. That'd be nuts. Robert says Jones has already hit his ceiling. Stewart of Gondor says, I believe Goddard hasn't got a new deal yet because Howie is looking to move him and save money. Going to keep Ertz for a couple more years and let Jackson Stall develop, save some more. That could be another one, too. That's a good one. Stewart, that's a really good evaluation right there. They actually could trade Goddard to save money and get a nice draft pick, keep Ertz on a contract, depending on what they want to pay him, and then keep Tyree Jackson and Jack Stahl as your number 2 and 3 tight ends. That would be interesting. That's another one that could happen. That's interesting. Wick, are you says Eagles games are crazy. If we were losing, everybody fights with each other. You won't believe our hero. I've seen it. I've seen it at the game. I've seen it before. Brian Phelps said Jones isn't even their biggest problem. He'd be okay behind a good old line. They just don't have one. Corey says, what do you think about the idea of Rager to not be called a bust? I really wish Davion Terrell didn't get hurt. Heard a lot of good stuff in the start of camp. I wanted to see what he could do. I have close friends that say Rager's a bust. Rager's a bust. Like some of these guys don't even. Did you watch the Eagles last year, or was it just me? Rager got hurt 3 times last year. 2 of those passes that were thrown in which he got hurt on was because of Carson Wentz. Literally getting hit right on the pass, which was horrible. Rager was not used the right way. He was used on like 3rd down motion. I don't know what he was doing. But this whole entire offense was predictable. Our quarterback couldn't even throw a screen pass. I mean, it was that bad. Like, that's why Rager's going to be one of those plug-in players where you plug him in, and he's going to run an open field, and it's going to be nuts. I mean, now you have Quez Watkins to worry about. Now you got Devontae Smith to worry about. It's going to get nuts. It's going to open a lot for everybody. STFL says the Eagles are one of the worst teams in the league. It's got to be a Giants fan. I'm seeing more Giants fans than Cowboy fans, but it's still bad. Team plays, I'm ready, man. I'm pumped. I'm still pumped. Robert Grant says, STFL, why are you here? Rich Liller says, late night streams hit different. They do, right? I mean, I started the stream at 11:30, and I was like, I really want to do the stream tonight. And I was like, you know what? No one's gonna show up. I was like, no one's gonna be here tonight. Well, who's gonna show up tonight? I was like, I might just do it for an hour, just see what happens. But everybody who showed up tonight. 575 LND 99 says bad shirt Shakes. I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, man. I'll be coming out with my Halloween. I'm actually gonna be doing. I just pre-ordered a whole bunch of Halloween Kills merchandise. I pre-ordered it. I'm not gonna get it till October, first week of October. Got a whole bunch of stuff coming in from Fright Rags, one of the best sites to get hard T-shirts and stuff like that. So it's great. Nicholas Field says, "I like your content, bro. Just like Philly 500, y'all chill, and you guys actually love your team as much as I do." I mean, of course. I mean, I'm not saying that there's a lot of content creators like their team. You know what I mean? It just depends who you like. Like every content creator, brings something different to the table. It depends what flavor you like. It's like an ice cream shop. What's pick your poison. You know what I mean? But I appreciate it. We appreciate it. Everyone. I feel like everybody loves the Philly Shakedown. Like I feel like people love watching it. It's just a good time, whether it's a good or bad. I mean, it's great. It's great. You know what I mean? Appreciate everybody coming. Yeepa says, cause you're awesome, Joey. Doing a great job. Appreciate it, bro. Just like when I make videos, early in the morning and then I see like the amount of people that watch the videos, it really makes me emotional all the time. Like I'm so proud. I'm so like, I just love it. You know what I mean? I love when it makes me happy. It makes me feel good the whole day. People actually watch my content. You know what I mean? Which when I started this, this was just for a joke. Making this channel like back in 2016 was like just to I don't even know what it was for really. But yeah, you guys have made it into you guys have turned it into something spectacular, and it's only gonna get better. Richie MC says, when Joey Shake's channel signs off, jump over to the Nest Out West for the Videos channel. Oh, yeah, I think he's streaming tonight. I thought I saw something on my phone. He was streaming tonight, something like that. Timmons Vertigo says, everyone is putting down the Eagles. If Hurts balls out, I could easily see us winning 12+. I see us winning over 10 games. I mean, you say 12+, I say 10+, but still, I think we'll be right there. You know what I mean? I think we'll be right there. D-Block 11X says, shouldn't advertise on someone else's channel. It's all right. There's certain things I don't like. Like if there's someone that messages me and say, hey, advertise, do you mind shout me out or whatever? Like I'll do it, but I like to be asked to do it. I don't, you know what I mean? It's just out of respect, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. I be agreeing, bro. Smag says you gotta talk to whoever does your eyebrows. They messed you up. I've had eyebrows like this for years. I got my dad's eyebrows. He's got eyebrows where they're filled and then they're empty. Oh, yeah, they're done. My eyebrows are they're done. Wow, no one's ever... I've heard that a million times, trust me. Jesus Christ! Says, Eagles are the dumbest organization in the NFL. They got rid of the best QB they ever had, Nick Foles, and now are stuck with Jalen Hurts. I can't wait until Falcons crush Philadelphia. Rise up to disaster, my friend. My friend. Hey, you know what? I'm happy. The haters are here. The haters are here. Spag says, now we got a 6 for Pryor, traded a 6 for Minshew. Kind of funny how 6-round picks are valued. Yeah, I think in this year's draft we had 3 or 4 6-round picks, whatever it was. I mean, he was going crazy with those 6-round picks. Robert says, Jesus would never talk like that. Timmy versus but if Hurts does bad, we have first rounds in a terrible QB draft class. I don't like draft class for next year for quarterbacks, no. I'm awake. Are you says Hurts plays at 100 miles per hour. S-Dot better find a way to slow him down. That's definite. JOK is having a great preseason, right? He's tough, he's rough, and he gives you injuries. I mean, I'm not taking any sig away from Devontae Smith. I know I'm talking nonsense, but I'm an Eagles fan, so. Yeah, he had a really good offseason, had a really good preseason. LB Nat 21 said, do you think we could really have triple threat at receiver? Oh, yeah, I think we really could. I think you have triplets at receiver. I think you do. All speed, great catching ability, and I think they could do some good things. Quez Watkins, I want to see him in a real game. Rager, I want to see him in Devontae Smith. It's going to be insane. It's going to open up so much for Dallas Goedert, Jalen Hurts extending plays with his feet. I mean, so many things could happen. You know what I mean? Roger Venus said, Grinds have 2 first rounds next year, too, hoping they reach for Hal. They might, I mean, yeah, they have to, from the Bears trading up, obviously, to get their quarterback. They got a first-round pick out of it, and if they play bad, they'll go get one of those quarterbacks next year. That's what's probably going to happen, most likely. Flip Fantasy, I was saying you want to meet 500 for the Vegas game against the Eagles. Can get free airline, but need to fly with me. No, I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, we talked about it. But This year's probably not going to be the year. Might not be the year. Trey the official says Dr. Pepe said Wentz can't play. I heard he's starting week 1. I'm a Cowboys fan, but I mess with your content. Keeps me caught up with everything going on with the division rival. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Much love, dude. Much love, dude. Appreciate you coming in, though. No joke. Everybody is welcome. Don Beck says we're so close to the season, Joey. It feels so good. I know, like it's starting. It's gonna start now. It's crazy. Obey Create say, what's up, man? Do more of these late night streams. I know people love these streams. I don't know why. Like I feel like when I start these streams at 11 o'clock, people are like, they love it. I'm doing a stream Wednesday. I'm doing a stream Friday. So I don't know what times yet, but if you guys want them late, early, whatever it is, I could do that. I mean, it's going to be between 10 o'clock to 11-ish, so we're going to have late nights regardless. Rishi Larry says, good night. All right, Rishi, have a good night, bro. Mark Isaac, what's going on? Let's go. Dude, I'm pumped. Jock says, Joey, the freaks come out at night. Well, that's a good thing. I like freaks. I like people that are up late. I mean, that's me. I'm a night owl. Like I'm up all night, every night. That's why you see videos at 5, 6 in the morning, because I'm up all night. Sometimes I'll go to sleep, wake up, do a video. Sometimes I'll schedule a video for the next day. It just really depends. Today I didn't really want to put any content out. I want to put at least a stream out because I haven't. I know I don't stream that much, but obviously season's here, so I'm gonna be streaming a lot more. I mean, that's obvious. Carlton Roberts says, what NFL team fan base talks the most but never won a Super Bowl ring? At least like when you talk about like the Vikings or something like that. I mean, the Vikings are one team I don't like, but talk about the Falcons as well. RG Versa says 3:30 p.m. here in Australia. Love your streams, Joey. Fly will fly. Appreciate it. Archie, appreciate it. All the way from Australia. I think, 6 hours ahead? Or, no, actually more than that. Never mind. If it's 3:30, it's more than that. Here comes the haters, right? That's what happens, bro. That's what happens. It don't affect. I'm awake. Are says we love you, Joey. Appreciate it, man. Much love, dude. Sharon Del Benova says I got us to a 10-11 wins. As Superman says, you think Quez could put up good numbers in fantasy? Fantasy, I don't know, but I know he's gonna play well this year. 575 Lynn says, do you trolls just look to see who's in live? Say, ooh, I'm gonna go troll over there. That's what they all do, man. Smacky says, don't mean to roast you, bro. You're doing awesome stuff. Love it, late night stream. Smacky, dude, I try. People have talked about my eyebrows before. It don't matter, bro. It don't matter. But, dude, much love for coming in. No joke. All right. I don't know why there's some weird stuff going on. Yeah, we got some freaks here at night. It's definitely true, though. The Bad Brow said, would you have taken JOK over Diggers? I want someone, if I'm drafting someone with a second-round pick, they're starting day one. I probably would have I want JOK after. If we weren't getting Asante Samuel, I want JOK. I want Asante Samuel Jr. I want a cornerback with the second pick. This way, your first and second round picks should start day one. They should be on the field. That's what should happen. But they didn't. They grabbed a guy with an offensive lineman that's a center and Dickerson that should have been a late first round pick. They got a steal, but you don't draft DK Metcalf because he had past neck injuries, but you go after a guy that's had 2 knee injuries, 2 ankle injuries, 2 season-ending injuries. So I wanted Asante Samuel. Like you could have got a day one starter. But I'm not saying I don't like the pick. I'm not saying I don't like the player. I just didn't like the pick. That's all it was. I liked the player. I think Dickerson's going to be really good, but we needed a lot more this year, and we were, this draft was our season pretty much, and it might have saved us a little bit because a lot of guys are going to, have made the roster from this draft. I think all of them did, besides Patrick Johnson and obviously Jacoby Stevens. I think everybody did as of right now. So, two guys said Dallas Goddard mentioned a chip in his interview. We need more of this. We do. Jock tells us Jacoby Stevens was the only rookie cut. I don't understand what you're saying, bro. Like, I wish I did, but I don't understand it. Torval, I'm not a fan of the wide receiver depth with Ward and J-Jaw both being slower wide receiver. J-Jaw should have been on this team. Shouldn't be on this team, period. If Quez, Rager, or Smith goes down, Then we lose explosiveness. Well, you know what? We lose explosiveness for one player not being there, but we still have explosiveness. It's just in less players, and we have them with 2 players. God forbid something happens. So then you have to start working other receivers into your game plan and try to get, mismatches. You have to do things differently. If we lose one guy, it is what it is, but I think we'll still have explosiveness regardless. I mean, obviously losing Devontae Smith, I'm not even going to say that. I'm not going to say anything about that because I don't want, Jock says, I can't wait to see jet sweeps since Doug didn't do them. Yeah, right? Don Tippy said, I'm at work, so this is great. Appreciate it, bro. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself at work. Robert says, Howard is going to get sniped from our practice squad this week. We'll see what happens. I'm going to be really upset if he's taken. We need a bruiser back. We need a bruiser back. If he doesn't want to use a bruiser back, I don't see us keeping seven linebackers. You know what I mean? I don't see us doing it. J3 says a lot of pause moments late night in the stream. Well, that's what happens, bro. Like, you're tired. I mean, I'm not even really that tired, but, it just happens. 575 said, now the shirt makes sense. Shakes up all night, cooking up that dope content. That's a good one. I like that. That was a good one. James DeCoja says, thoughts on Bears and 49ers. I think Bears have a great quarterback. I think they're going in the right direction. I think Matt Nagy's like, I think if he has a bad season this year, I think he's definitely getting fired. 49ers, like Jimmy Garoppolo, I don't know what they're doing with him. I mean, as of right now, if Jimmy doesn't pan out, then I don't know what they're going to do. They might have to go after another quarterback next year. So it really just depends. I think the 49ers are better than the Bears. But the Bears are like, Justin Fields is going to be really good. But I think with what they have around him, and I think Nagy's just a coach that's going to get kicked out of there after this year if it's a bad season. Trey says Bucks are going to absolutely smack down the Cowboys. I hope so. That's what I hope it is. You know what I mean? I hope they do. J3 said we should have drafted Asante. Yeah, we should have. Carlton Roberts says, yup, they're one of the 2. For me, it's Falcons, Vikings, Bills, Cardinals, and Bengal fans. Oh, Bengal fans. I remember I ripped on a Bengals fan years ago. I have an old video on here years ago from doing that. Trey said, yeah, I like the shirt. Appreciate it, bro. Spank says Trey Lance is going to be nice. 49ers will be a threat in the NFC in years to come. I think will be good. Other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm going to stop here. We're at 2 hours, 14 minutes. Late night stream for the Shake Squad late night hangout. That's probably what I should call these, a late night hangout. Shake Squad late night hangout, which is fantastic. I didn't expect anybody to show up tonight, really, because it was out of the blue. There was nothing planned out or nothing. So much appreciate everybody being here. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Guys haven't liked the stream, please like the stream. It does help the channel out a lot. If you like the stream, if you're excited for Sunday, hit that like button on the stream. It really does help. Subscribe to the channel, guys. We do a lot of content. This weekend, I mean, we have a stream, and I'm going to say it a million times for new people that are coming in here. We have a stream Wednesday night. We have a stream Friday night. We have a stream on the Philly Shakedown on Saturday. We're streaming during the game Sunday, Eagles versus Atlanta. We're doing a post game right after that, and then we're doing another Philly Shakedown. We're going to have 2 Philly Shakedowns a week with Philly 500 guys, alternating channels back and forth, obviously. But second week against the 49ers, I'm going to be at the link. I got tickets to the opener, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to have some videos. I might have a stream. I'm supposed to meet up with a few content creators, which is great. So it's going to be a lot of fun just hanging out and doing great things. So other than that, guys, I hope everybody has a great, fantastic night. And, guys, remember, Shake Squad up, follow, slide. Peace out, guys. Love y'all. Peace.